All right, all right, all right. We are back again. We are back again. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us yet again up in the lounge. Get your seat ready, get your cigar, get that nice glass of whiskey. And I, of course, am your host, the handsome man himself, Noe, joined by the handsome yet forgettable, and let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, mentally disturbed Manuel.
What's up? How's it going, everybody?
Welcome to the Bison Lounge, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Welcome in. Welcome in. Pop a squat, grab your cigar and your glass of whiskey.
Not cigarettes. We disown you people.
Not cigarettes. Cigarettes. Those cause cancer.
Those cause cancer, people.
Cancer. Yeah. I mean, what doesn't cause cancer nowadays?
What doesn't? You know, even the water we drink that's so-called purified.
Purified water. It says it's from the springs of the Niagara Falls.
The Lake Minnetonka.
When it's really from Bert's freaking water hose down the street.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love Bert, though. Good man.
Good man.
Making a hustle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making a hustle.
Indeed.
How was your week, man?
It was kind of like bleak because, like, you know, the weather was just depressing
and very cautious now from what we've been hearing.
Dude, yeah, I know, like, fuck, that's some crazy shit over some rain, but I mean, we were told
people are dead, Manuel.
Yeah, I know.
People are dead. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, it was kind of like depressing with the whole, like, the atmosphere of just being dark and just rainy. I do like a good rainy day, but not constant, man. Not constant. But I mean, I did get to spend some good time with my boys, my little kiddos, and watch movies.
Good.
Spend some quality time.
What movies did you watch, actually?
So I sat down with them and rewatched Sonic 3.
I actually saw that the other day. I was very impressed.
Really?
They're still doing a good job.
What'd you think about Keanu's?
I liked it.
He did good?
I think he did good. Shadow.
Yeah, the ultimate life form,
I was expecting Tyrone Biggs to be his voice actor, but no, we got Keanu.
Okay. I mean, that would have worked too. But we saw that movie, and then my oldest, he was like kind of reluctant of watching this movie, but finally he gained the courage to, and it was Five Nights at Freddy's.
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't too stoked about watching. He loves the game. He loves the whole little mini series that they have on YouTube, but as for the movie, he was kind of like, I don't know, Dad, it looks kind of scary. I'm like, dude,
stop being a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I told him, like, dude, you're my son.
You're my son.
We're descendants of the Saiyan warrior race.
There you go. I like it.
Gain some courage, my son. And then he's like, you know what, Dad, you're right. You are right. Put the movie on. Put that shit on.
Where's your Saiyan pride?
Where is your Saiyan pride? And he stuck through it. He loved it.
Really?
He loved it. He kind of like, you know, as a gamer ourselves, you know, we question sometimes the movie that are made after games.
Oh, big time. I question it every damn day.
Yeah. And he looked at it and he's like, wait a minute, Dad. He doesn't do that in the game. I'm like, well, yeah, he doesn't do that in the game, son, but this is a different view of it. He's like, it's stupid. I'm like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Question it, my son. Question it.
Critics.
Yeah. Criticize this. Give him, what do you give it? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? Good.
That's good. I like it.
So we saw a couple of movies, but it was good.
So I saw a couple of movies the other day too because of this weather. It's been making me lazy and shit. I didn't want to do nothing yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't even have the courage to jerk off. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
But I saw Sinners.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it?
I have not.
It was totally something I was not expecting.
Really?
Yeah, and it is good.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Watch it.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, to everyone who hasn't seen it, it just went back on. I mean, it went back. It just got on Max.
HBO
Max.
Yep.
It was just released in the theaters this past month, but now it's on Max, and it's really good.
Really?
It looks stupid to me, but I didn't really know what it was about. Suppose it was a horror movie, but the previews and shit, they didn't tell me anything.
Oh.
So when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I was not expecting this, and it's good. To anybody, check it out. Sinners, good.
Right.
Music's good too. It's that good old what do they call it? Blue country grass type. Bluegrass mixed with your blues.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy how it unfolds. I'm not going to spoil anything because you haven't seen it, but check it out.
Okay.
Check it out. It's good. It's good.
Give it a shot.
And then I saw another movie, The Abyss from James Cameron.
Oh.
It was before, right during the time he made Terminator,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all right. It's all right,
Yeah.
but definitely you could tell that his fame came from the Terminator. Yeah, big time, big time.
Okay.
So that's really all I seen. I saw last week. Well, not this past week, the last weekend, the new 28 Years Later.
28 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I like it. I don't know about that ending though. Anyone who's seen it, you know what I'm talking about. That show's like
Yeah.
bizarre up the ass.
With the Power Rangers at the end.
Power Rangers. And I've been I did want to see it, but I've been hearing a lot of bad reviews, like bad
Really?
everywhere. The new Jurassic
Really?
Park movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard it was trash.
Really? God damn. Okay. Wait. When did it come out?
It came out this past week.
This past
weekend.
Weekend.
Yeah. It's fresh.
And it's already receiving bad reviews.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I mean, what could you expect? If you make Scarlett Johansson the main character of a Jurassic Park movie, come on now. Come on now.
Come on. Where's Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, where's Jeff Goldblum? Where's
fuck?
all these old, like, goddamn, dude, it pisses me off. It pisses me off.
I mean, it's good that you got to play some movies. You had the time, but I saw that you were on Dead by Daylight.
Oh, yeah.
What else? What else is there?
So I guess when it comes to what have we been playing, I started playing Dead by Daylight again.
How's that going?
It's all right. Like, it's been a while.
Like,
but I was
the
getting
updates
upset.
didn't fuck
Oh, dude, the updates fucked with me.
Oh, that's...
Because I haven't played it for like over a year. So, like, there's so many updates.
Yeah.
And Jesus Christ.
Yep.
So many. And, like, I didn't even care about what it told me I had or anything. I just started playing and I had shitty teammates and it sucked.
Well, I think a lot of the things got nerfed. A lot of the perks that you get. Wait, or you were playing as a survivor,
Of
correct?
course.
A lot of the perks for survivors did get nerfed. Not a lot, but more for the killers, man. The killers
Yeah.
got nerfed hardcore. Except for, of course, fucking Springtrap. Springtrap. He's a pretty badass fucking killer, but I'm not gonna pay fucking to get it. I'm not that big of a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, so.
I never played Five Nights at Freddy's. I know it has a big background of followers.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big game.
I don't want to say it's fucking super fun and shit like that, but it kept me entertained for a bit.
Okay.
It kept me entertained. I think I have all 5 of them.
Damn, there's 5 of those motherfuckers?
There's for the first one, there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 with sister location. Oh, and then they have the 2 VR help wanted, 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have like the whole like where you play as a kid or something running around their little pizzeria thing. I forgot what that one was called, but they have quite a few Five Nights at Freddy's, dude.
Okay.
Quite a few, and I did like them. I did have a bit of fun with them, but it was repetitive.
Really?
It was repetitive. The only thing that made it different from the first one to the second one is now you had to, I don't know, wear a mask. So they'd mistake you for another one of those animatronics, or you can look into the vents. That's pretty much it. That's the only difference there was.
No joke. Do you remember old school Chuck E. Cheese as a kid and they had those animatronics?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit fucked with me as a kid, dude.
Yeah, no, dude, trust me. Like, that's what a lot of people thought, because there was a story about an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese.
I was just about to bring that up and they showed it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what?
This is horror fuel.
And yeah, no, as they walk through it, they're all like, this is giving Five Nights at Freddy's fucking vibes. Because all the animatronics, they still move.
Mm-hmm.
They said, like, as soon as we popped the power back on, which by the way was illegal, everything turned on, and then they pressed the little button to get the little show started, and the animatronics were moving, but they were all decrepit and shit. And then with the janky movement, it looked fucking creepy as fuck.
Dude, it'll be crazy if they just start talking like crazy, like, it's good to be awake again.
Thank you for turning us.
Thank us for turning us on.
Now your downfall begins.
And we're hungry. Yeah, we're machines, but we blood.
Yeah. It's got to taste the blood. Run.
But besides that, what have you been playing?
I've actually been all over the place this past week. You know, like sometimes when my kids would take their nap or something like that, or when they were finally fucking asleep after they run out of their sugar rushes, I'd sit down and play a little bit of the Fallout 4. I was going to play Crash Bandicoot.
Really? The OG Crash Bandicoot?
Well, the remastered versions of them.
Yeah.
Of the first
But it's still technically OG?
It's still the same thing. It's just
It looks pretty.
Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks dope.
Yeah.
But damn it, this is like sometimes why I hate the whole ports from console to PC. As much as I'm a PC gamer, like the whole ports from console to PC sometimes don't work, dude.
Yeah.
It fucked up my game. I started it. It started nice, but for some reason it took the resolution wrong. So it thought that my screen was like a fucking 65-inch screen TV. So like the window was like out of control.
Oh shit.
So I'm trying to like fucking drag and drop. I'm trying to fix it. Went into settings, messed a couple of things and stuff. It broke the game, and I couldn't play it anymore.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, no, I had to fucking get a refund on it because it just stopped working.
That's what happened with me and when I got the trilogy of Max Payne.
Was that on Steam?
It was on Steam.
How'd that go?
It sucked because the only one I could play is 3. It wouldn't let me play the first 2 because they're so old and out of date.
See, that's the thing, because it did the same thing with me on Manhunt. I bought the original Manhunt.
Damn,
Steam.
dude, Manhunt.
Manhunt.
Now we're going territory now.
Bro, so I bought it, and I had to download this patch. And it was a very sketchy patch that I had to download from like a third-party website. I fucking ran that bitch through antivirus like so many fucking times just because it would look sketchy as fuck. But I managed to download the patch because before the patch, my game kept on crashing.
Mm-hmm.
The moment, I don't know if you remember much of the game, but when you start off, you see that first guy you need to kill.
Yeah.
You execute him and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's pretty much the tutorial.
Yeah, the tutorial. Yeah, exactly. The moment I would kill that guy and start walking forward, crash. The game would crash. So I downloaded that patch, and it got me past that.
Okay.
And I started playing the game normally. But one thing I failed to notice is that all the characters were facing one direction the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. All of them were like facing a certain direction in the map. And I'm like, this is weird. Because usually they're walking around.
Yeah, they're walking around.
Looking around. This time they're like walking, but
just their head turned the opposite way.
Yeah, so like I could literally be standing in front of them, but if they were facing north, they will only see north. They will see me if I'm standing like right in front of them. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, might as well take advantage of this glitch. Started killing everybody, but it kind of ruined the game for me. But yeah, that's the thing about the ports, which is what my little rant was gonna be about. Because if you're gonna port something from console to console and you're not doing your due diligence of making sure the fucking thing works.
Come on, Steam.
What the fuck? I don't even think it's Steam, though.
What is it? The developers?
I think it's the developers just fucking saying, like, yeah, just pass the code off and shit like that and let them fucking play it.
Yeah.
Like, in a sort of way, like, let them whiny bitches at the PC games, like, deal with it.
You gotta get, like, Windows 98 and shit.
Yeah, we'll fucking play it. But I think it's just, it's for me, it's kind of ridiculous that the communities, like, of gamers like us, have to find out, like, figure out code to fucking be able to fix the game, which is, dude, we're consumers. We're not fucking developers.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Dude, what the fuck, dude? That's why I'm, like, fucking pissed. Like, I bought this game.
Not a goddamn hacker.
It was on sale.
That's what happened with me.
It was on the summer sale. It was only, like, $4. So I can't really rant too much about it, but I will rant about, like, come on, y'all, it's a not brand spanking new, but it's not that old either. Remastered. I would have expected them to, like, have all, like, the bugs cleared out and shit like that. Nope, it didn't work. It broke down on me. It crashed. I'm like, fuck this game.
So you didn't play it?
I didn't get to play it.
Which one would you have played first? We're talking because it comes with the first 3.
It's the first 3. I mean, usually I would have been like, I'm gonna do it in order, but no, 3.
So 3
was the first one I played.
3 Warp's the best.
Warp, yeah.
2's the second to me, and then the first.
Yeah, I think I would have gone the same way because I didn't hate the first one. It was just too rage-inducing.
Yeah.
It would have made me want to, like, just not play the other 2 once I beat it. But no, yeah, dude, like, definitely would have been playing that if it had worked. Other than that,
Ooga Ooga and Booga Booga.
Ooga Uke Uke. And Tiny the Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
One other one that I want to play is fucking Crash Team Racing.
Oh, dude, I have that for Switch.
Oh, you do?
Dude, I went ham playing people online. Like it's crazy because remember back in the day, it was all about Mario Kart 64, which it was.
Yeah.
But then when Crash Bandicoot came out, I was like, oh, no, this is it. This is where it's at.
Yep.
But PlayStation failed us as children because it was only a 2-player console.
Yeah. Well, they did have the adapters.
They did, but come on, whose parents was ready and willing to do some shit like that?
What the fuck? I just bought you a $200 fucking console.
Yeah, like what?
Well, you spent an extra $50. Dude, shit. I remember. Sorry to interrupt, but I remember back in the day, like, I mean, we were low income at the time.
Yeah.
My dad was busting his ass to, keep us afloat. I remember getting the Nintendo 64 when it barely came out. He busted his ass, got us a Nintendo 64. We were fucking stoked and stuff like that, playing Super Mario. And then other games came out that asked for a memory card.
Yeah.
It took us at least a fucking year to finally get a fucking memory card for a Nintendo 64 because my dad's like, I just paid like $200 for that fucking thing. You want me to spend another fucking $50? Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
That's how it was.
I'm like, dude, Dad, it's just a memory.
And he went in the back of the controller all cool and shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, and they came with like little carry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck, dude. My dad's like, no, dude.
And then they brought up the Rumble Pack. Remember the Rumble Pack?
Rumble Packs, that's fucking brick.
Yeah, that big ass red brick that you stick in your 64 for, what was it called?
No, that's the expansion pack.
Oh.
The red one for the Nintendo 64 was the expansion pack.
Oh.
So you can play Donkey Kong.
Oh, the Rumble's the vibration.
The
my bad. That's my bad.
That's the big ass brick that you still had to put batteries.
Yeah, you still had to put batteries in.
Yeah, put batteries in that bitch so you just feel it's a slight vibration. It's like I'm in the game.
Dude, they had that for a Game Boy Color Pokemon Pinball.
Really?
Because the cartridge, it was a cartridge, but it had a little adapter on it for one battery. And so every time you'd hit the pinball with the fingers, it vibrate the Game Boy.
Man, back when Nintendo was at its peak.
Right?
Badass.
Back when they cared about the children.
Back when they cared about the gamers, man.
But now they know their fan base is nothing but adults, and now they want our money.
No, well, dude, it's because God damn it, I didn't want to get into this, but...
Get into it.
Yeah.
Get into it.
The new people running Nintendo are businessmen.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like how Iwata used to be. He was a gamer at heart.
Yeah.
When he started Nintendo, like being one of the CEOs... he played the games. He always had questions about the games. Like this guy was what everybody wants the person selling the games to be.
Yeah.
A gamer at heart.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he was. The dude fucking cut his salary so his workers could still have a job and make a good salary.
Yeah.
That's a fucking boss right there.
That's a boss.
That's a fucking boss. But then, of course, as we went through Reggie was dope. Bowser was dope.
Man,
fucking what's his name? After Bowser, I think they sold off into like just businessmen.
Yeah.
And these guys are just thinking of the aspects of like, just make a game,
slap Mario on it,
and just fucking give it to the gamers, and they'll be happy. They don't understand what a gamer really fucking wants, and they're just making for their investors. Oh, they're all for.
Oh yeah, they're all for.
They're all for. Oh no, guys, we'll answer any questions you have. But if a gamer complains, they don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
They don't care. They'll just fucking say like, oh well, we'll take it into consideration.
We'll call our 1-800 number right here. One of our guests will surely get with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Go call 1-800 eat a dick.
1-800 eat my ass.
Eat my ass. And dude, like it's just ridiculous for me, man. It's annoying because Nintendo's what we grew up with.
Of course.
As much as we're like PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever fans, PC fans, like.
Oh yeah, I was a Nintendo kid.
Yeah, Nintendo kid. Everybody heard the fucking like the little. Everybody knows. Noises, the little like sound effects that came from Nintendo, like the coin when you get from Mario, the jump, yeah, like you got all these fucking little things. What was it? Mario's little yeah, like everybody knows that. The moment they hear that, they instantly know what it is. They've done like studies of like, hey, do you know? They did it with kids and they did it with adults, where they say like, we're gonna rate how good you know certain things when it comes to noise.
Yeah.
So we're going to play a noise and you're going to tell us what that is. When they played them for kids, everybody was like, they played the Mario coin, the Yoshi, and the little, the tongue when it sticks out the tongue and stuff, the jump.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids were like, I don't know. That sounds like it's some kind of like, I don't know, like somebody blowing up or something. But when they asked the adults, like as soon as they played the jump, like, oh, that's the Mario jump.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Yoshi jump. That's the Yoshi little flow. Oh, like they knew right off the bat. When you hear noises like that from your childhood, you jump at it like real quick, dude. It was pretty dope to see that study going on. But yeah, no, the new owners of Nintendo are ruining it. Hope you're happy.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. It's sad, really.
Yeah.
No, I've been hearing nothing but bad things about the Switch too. Still,
yeah.
How like they're banning people's accounts for certain names and shit.
Yeah.
They're not even inappropriate names.
Yeah,
they're just banning. Or I've heard like one guy or a few guys, but there was one guy where he switched his memory from the Switch 1, like to transfer his memory to the Switch 2 from all his old games.
Yeah.
And like thousands of hours worth of games and shit and achievements was gone.
Yeah. Yeah. It bricked his Switch.
Yeah.
His Switch too. And that's the thing a lot of people are pissed off about, especially since they're not getting what they're paying for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least allegedly from like what experts are saying and stuff like that.
Experts.
Well, I mean, you got your coding experts, your like, you know, your graphics experts and all that stuff. And like what they're saying is like, one thing I read and saw in a couple of videos here and there, it was that the game says that it's going to be high definition shit, 4K, all that good stuff. But a lot of people are saying that the minute they put it down onto their dock to play it on their screen, it's a lower resolution.
That sucks.
That gets down to like 30 FPS.
That's bad.
That's really bad.
30 FPS? That's like fucking Stone Age.
That's pretty bad. At least give us the 60. Give us halfway of what we're at now, man.
Jesus. Fuck. Halfway's not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. At least they're trying, you know. But 30, come on, man. They're also saying that the whole that new shit that they're doing, the keys, the data keys and all that stuff, people are pissed off. People are like, why the fuck are y'all doing this? We're not literally going to own a physical copy of the game.
Yeah.
And we're just taking up extra memory on a console that has shit memory.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? But when their investors tell them about that stuff, they're right off the bat, no, it's because we're trying to cut cost on spending on plastics and spending for the chips and all that stuff. Might as well just give them a digital download. But when their fucking user agreement says that you don't own the fucking download, it's just like a rental at the end of the day. I'm like, dude,
that's a big slap to a person, to a purchase,
to the person that purchased the game, dude.
That's a big fucking
ridiculous, dude.
That's a dick slap.
That's a
good sloppy dick slap by Big Bob.
But Big Bob,
big meaty dick slap.
Yeah. It looked like a bag of quarters, a sock full of quarters.
Oh shit!
A sock full of quarters.
Damn, fucking Christ, man.
But I mean, they're not the only ones that are suffering right now. I don't know if you've heard, but Microsoft just had a major layoff.
Really?
Major layoffs, because apparently what happened was Microsoft just they had been mentioning that they were going to have some layoffs. People are thinking like, oh, well, I mean, Microsoft's a pretty big company. It's probably going to lay off like maybe a couple hundred, a handful of people maybe. And Microsoft was like, told them like, no, it's going to be more. Damn. So people started thinking like, damn, in the thousands? Dude. They laid off approximately 9,000 people.
Fuck, dude.
9,000 people. And when they were asked like, well, what is like Microsoft going under, or was there something wrong? They're like, oh no, we're doing great. We're making enough money and stuff like that. We're making a shitload of money. We're making good headway. We're making new projects and stuff like that. We just had to do the cut. Like,
yeah,
that doesn't fucking make sense. It doesn't fucking make sense. Like you're doing so good, and you're still gonna lay people off. That makes no fucking sense. I feel like it's just business at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is. That's really all it is.
I can understand, dude. I can understand that, like, hey, as a businessman myself, now I'm not into fucking high rises or anything like that. I can understand when you have to make a cut here and there. But also, if my consumer is enjoying what I'm putting out, and they're buying, they're paying me what I owed, why am I going to do cuts? Why am I going to cut things off? Why am I going to start chopping off legs when I don't need to?
Yeah.
The legs ain't fucking broken or anything. Why am I chopping them off? So it just doesn't make sense as to why these layoffs were made, which unfortunately, because of these layoffs, a lot of developing companies suffered. People were thinking like, okay, so they're doing this massive layoff. It's probably just to their chips or computers or something like that. It's only going to affect that. No, it affected game developers.
Yeah.
We were going to have a Perfect Dark.
Another Perfect Dark.
And people were fucking stoked.
Yeah.
The developer for that?
Gone. Yeah.
Gone. We're no longer going to get a Perfect Dark.
That's some bullshit.
That is some fucking bullshit, dude.
Were you a fan of Perfect Darks?
Oh, absolutely. Join Dark? Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Did you play the 64 one?
64, and then I played I believe it was on the 360.
Yep.
Because on 360, I played both of those. They were good.
They were good.
They're real fun. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think they were going in a different direction on this one, but it still looked good. It's still like, it looked promising. It looked like it was going to be pretty good. But not anymore. Not anymore. That's out the fucking window. Out the fucking window. So I don't know what's going on with like game developers. Is it probably because of like the increased price in games? Is it like, what is going on, man?
I don't really know when it comes to that because I'm not in that field, but it could be because of the price of the game. Like I said, no one gives a fuck about Xbox anymore. Like how many people you know who actually brag about having an Xbox these days? It's PlayStation or PC or Switch.
Well, I feel like the console wars are over.
Yeah, the console wars, I could say, are over. You don't have people like saying, "Oh, fuck
your Xbox."
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah, I remember back in high school.
Oh no, that's all it was. It was PlayStation versus Xbox.
And if you mentioned you had a GameCube, you would get pegged.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're over. I think it came to a possibility where like people started, you know what? You're cool.
Yeah.
You're cool in my book. You have a game console, you're cool. And then of course, here comes PC. Measly console peasants. But of course, there's the wars are over. Get that through your head.
Yeah, wars are over, people. Move on.
PC Master Race.
Not World War, but PC. I mean, console wars is over for now, anyways.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But
I was gonna say, so I talked about it last week, and they did the update, which it was what I thought it was to be, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so last week I said how the voice actor for not Arthur, Marston. Yeah, he had said that they were gonna have like news coming for Red Dead, and what it was is there's an update. They just did another update for Red Dead, which is like 5 years old already.
Yeah.
And they put zombies in it.
So we're getting another Undead Nightmare.
Well, it's not Undead Nightmare, but I think they put zombies in it because they're going to bring Undead Nightmare. Because that was like the main thing everyone asked since the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, are we going to get an Undead Nightmare 2?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm all for an Undead Nightmare 2. I thought it was good.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I like how you went back to because it was supposed to be after what happened in Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah.
And you played as zombie Marston.
Yeah, you played a zombie Marston.
Yeah, and you were putting everything back. And I think you played also as his son.
Yeah, you did.
Point. But yeah, no, like I remember like it was a fun game, liberating city, little towns and stuff like that, ranches and all that. It was good. I would be interested to see what they were gonna do this time with this new Red Dead Redemption, because there's a lot of
there's a lot of land to cover in this game. I still haven't beat that bitch.
Really?
No, I've said it before. I put like 250 hours in, and I still haven't even touched the story.
Have you hunted all the legendary animals?
No, that's what I'm still doing. And then there's legendary fish and shit too.
Yeah,
that shit's fucking bizarre.
And you know what the funny thing is about these animals? Like, is you can kill them with a gun, no problem.
Yeah,
you can. But to get like the suit and stuff, like the special suit as the hunter, you have to kill him with the bow and arrow, which is crazy.
It has to be precise.
It has to be precise with the bow and arrow, and then you got to skin them with the special.
Yeah,
all that stuff. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Can you take on them again?
What?
Like if you kill them once?
No, that's it. They're gone.
So if you fuck up with just one,
that's it.
That's it.
You
just never got that.
Unless like you probably like after you realize you fucked up on the kill, if you just shut it down, maybe you could get away. Yeah, like reset. But I think if you just keep going, because it has autosave.
Yeah, that's what sucks.
Yeah, that's what sucks. So you might not be able to. Yeah. Because I remember I had got one of it was the fastest horse, not whore. Yeah. My bad. Fastest whore. Not just like fastest horse was it was a white horse. It's the fastest one in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Isn't that
you got to get it up in the
Greek Thunder or something?
I can't remember.
It was okay.
It's a pure white horse from toe to the head, all white. And like I was always using it because it's the fastest horse, but I got it killed doing a raid or some shit. And I was just like, oh, like I could just resurrect her. And nope, can't do it. That's it. I lost my legendary horse.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so my horse is gone.
I remember that in the old one, you got the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah, I remember that. That's not in this one.
That's not in this one?
No.
Oh, okay. I would have been.
There's legendary horses, but it's not the 4 apocalypse horsemen.
Yeah, horses. That's dope. I thought it was cool, man, how you can get those. And you only find them by chance, too.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, it's in this area. Look for it. No, you find it by chance.
Yeah, you find it by chance like a shiny Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perfectly said, my friend.
Have you ever got a shiny Pokemon by any chance?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never did.
I believe, I want to say that I got, I'm trying to remember what the first shiny Pokemon that I found was, because I thought it was a glitch because I didn't know nothing about shiny Pokemon.
Me either. When I first came across one,
when I first came across it, I'm like, I what the fuck is wrong with this?
hey, that Pokemon's ugly.
Yeah. Like I was just like, what the fuck's wrong with this thing? Is the game fucking up? Damn it! Am I needing new batteries already? Like it was that sort of thing. But I think it was a Sandshrew.
A Sandshrew?
I think it was a shiny Sandshrew. It was all green and shit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it was a shiny Sandshrew, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this fucking thing? Maybe it's a special Pokemon. Later on, when we got the internet,
yeah, you found out that like,
oh, they're called shinies. Oh,
let's talk about one of the most rarest Pokemon, Missing No.
Do
you remember that?
I remember Missing No, like how you got them and shit like that. It's. I don't know. And it came to be that it was a
glitch.
It was a glitch, but it had a Pokemon under it. Like it had the moveset of already made Pokemon. So you weren't finding a special Pokemon. It was just a glitched out file of a certain Pokemon that was already there. And I'm trying to remember who it was.
It was Lugia. No, just playing. He wasn't around back in that day.
Back in the Missing No was
red and blue. The first gen of Game Boy.
Yeah, because for a time I thought it was a Mew.
Well, that's what a lot of people were saying, but I don't think it was Mew.
No, it wasn't a Mew. It was like it was a basic Pokemon that you find at the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like it took a while.
Were you one of those people that believed that Mew was under some truck?
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't one of the people that believed it, but I tried it.
Yeah, you tried it
to make sure.
Just to be sure, because I was a hype around school. No, he's under that truck.
So you just got to keep going around it, and then you got to go fishing, catch a Gyarados, and then go back and try it again.
Catch a Gyarados?
That's not fucking possible.
That's not possible.
That's real.
Yeah. Magikarp, maybe you'll get a Gyarados if you raise it right.
So funny thing you mentioned is a Magikarp, because I don't know if you remember how I talked to you about San Japan.
Okay.
So at San Japan, they had this panel about 7 years ago.
Okay.
And you can do mock Pokemon battles.
Okay.
One of y'all dressed as the Pokemon and your friend dressed as the trainer, and y'all had a mock Pokemon battle.
Okay.
Some dude legit went dressed as a Magikarp.
I hate him already.
He went dressed as a Magic, and I remember the friend that was with me right there. Everybody's like, "What's like?" As soon as the Magikarp came up on the board, everybody's like, "What's Magikarp? What's a Magikarp doing there?" And my friend's like, out in the quiet in the background, "What's the Magikarp's level?" And everybody just started cracking up because I think it only learns Splash.
Yeah, Splash and like Surf if you're lucky.
Did it learn?
You could teach it Surf.
Does it do damage? Because I thought Surf was just you being able to ride it.
No, that's when when you need a ride, like on the islands. Yeah, but Surf does do damage.
It does do
damage? Yeah, it does do
okay.
damage.
Shit, okay. Fuck. But I mean, even you can get that bitch to a level 100 and nothing. You're not going to learn anything. So that's why everybody was laughing their ass off. Like, this guy said that. It's hilarious. Of course, they were trolls.
Of course.
They were trolls. Like, he started telling the Magikarp, like, do Spirit Gun. Do a Kamehameha. Yeah. In the middle of the battle, and like, the other person was a trainer and a Lugia.
A Lugia.
So, like, they were standing there like, the fuck? What's cool about it is do you remember the announcer for Pokemon Stadium?
Yes.
His voice?
Yeah.
He was the one announcing it there.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what made it so badass, dude, because we're right there like, oh, cool, it's a Pokemon battle. What a bunch of nerds LARPing. But at the same time, when you heard the announcer saying, like, oh, a critical hit, I'm like,
oh, shit.
Oh, is this really happening?
And he's down.
Yeah, dude, like, everybody was excited. Of course, when the Magikarp came out, then the kid said, like, do a Spirit Gun. The guy's like, well, let's call that a questionable move. And then, of course, they stopped them and just said, like, hey, guys, when y'all are not trolling, do come back and join the game. For right now, we're going to call this a win for the Lugia. And, like, they understood. The kids were just like, oh, we're just being trolls.
Yeah.
And they left. But other than that little panel was pretty cool. It was pretty cool just because of the voice actor.
Okay.
The announcer. It went pretty well.
That's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Every time somebody mentions Magikarp, I remember that day. That's why when you mentioned it right now, I'm like, oh shit, that came into mind. You brought back memories. But that's why I want to go again. I want to go again this year. See how it goes.
No, I'll go with you this time.
You down?
Yeah, I want to see those big titty cosplay anime chicks.
If you only knew.
Uh-huh.
It's when you walk in there. When you walk in there, Noah, you're gonna be like Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it's true. They do travel in.
They do travel in herds. Life finds a way.
Welcome to San Japan. You'll have a good time. Just don't buy the burgers there. That's all.
I don't trust that Japan.
It's not that their food is questionable. It's that it's pricey.
I was gonna say it's probably overpriced, right? It's a basic ass patty.
Yes.
With lettuce, no cheese.
You can go to the condiment stand and put like ketchup, mayo, and all that shit. But if you want lettuce, tomatoes, and all that good stuff like cheese, it's like you're paying like $15
Fuck that.
for just the burger. No fries, just the burger.
Just for
Just the burger, and the water's $8.
God damn, $8 for some cheap ass water?
Yeah, like that water bottle sitting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, $8.
Fuck that, dude.
I could go to Valero and get it for $1.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, dude, like not even $1, probably a couple of cents. But at San Japan, you're gonna be paying $8.
Well, yeah, you gotta make their money somehow.
I think it's Henry B. Gonzalez place. I think
It's every event. It's like even concerts. Like a beer's like fucking $12.
true. I mean, when me and Isaac went to go see
Shout out to Isaac.
he
Part-time.
needs to come back. He needs to come back.
Part-time bison.
He actually he was requested. He was requested by somebody. But yeah, no, like we went to go see Carnifex like I think 2 years ago, and like the beers were like $12 for tall boys.
Fuck that.
$12
dude.
for tall boys. $14 maybe. It's ridiculous.
That's too much.
Yeah, and
That's too damn much.
It was at the Vibes, dude. So
Speaking about concerts, you check out the farewell tour.
it's Ozzy.
Well, farewell tour.
Well, it's technically a farewell tour.
Yeah, it's not a tour, but the farewell concert
Yeah.
of Black Sabbath.
Dude, there was not a dry eye in there.
Yeah, there was not. It was pretty sad.
It was pretty heart-wrenching. It was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope to see him like performing. You could tell when he was sitting and he was singing, you could tell that he wanted to get up and do his little Aussie jig and shit. Dude, you see his legs moving and stuff, but you already know he doesn't have the strength to do that.
Yeah, nah, dude. He's old as fuck.
He's old as
He's done so many fucking drugs, dude. I'm surprised he's still alive. I'm surprised all of them are still alive. That's so crazy,
They
dude.
had their party time, dude.
They had-
I used to watch their show,
The Osbournes.
the Osbournes, and like just seeing them in the kitchen looking at the cat and the fucking dog. Hey, stay away from my chicken. Fuck off. Fuck off. Don't touch my chicken. And then he walks outside to the girl, puts the chicken on the girl, comes back in and sees the dog. Fuck off. Just pointed at every single dog. Fuck off. Don't touch my chicken. Fuck off. Just the whole fucking time he's in there, dude. I'm like, either he's senile or he's serious about like, fuck off. Don't touch my chicken, dude.
That shit's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. And good thing he's leaving his DNA in his liquid death bottles because we're going to be cloning him.
I'm not gonna have anything to do with that.
No?
No.
I'm going to make
Fuck
a part Aussie, part Dio.
Oh,
Fucking baby, dude.
wait. Do you think Dio left anything? Like anything?
Not like that.
Ah, dude. Like, I don't know, dude. There has to be something, like maybe a shirt that he wore, and you find a
Oh, I'm sure something like that. Well, I don't know about finding some hair. That dude's been dead for a minute.
hair. I don't think hair deteriorates. I think they said that it doesn't.
Well, maybe one of his ex-lovers kept one or something like that. You know, those dudes were popping pussy.
A lock of his hair.
You ever hear about Kiss? Dude, those dudes were swimming in some nasty
Oh,
pussy.
I bet, dude.
Especially, Gene Simmons, dude.
Somebody kidnapped Santa. That does not.
But speaking about the Black Sabbath farewell concert, so Disturbed played because you know they had their like guest bands and
Okay.
so Disturbed was there.
Yeah.
And they got booed.
Shut up.
Yeah, they got booed.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? I did not see that part.
Yeah, they got booed. That's pretty sad.
Sucks, dude. Especially with the shit that what's his name David was going through.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, dude, that sucks, bro. That's I don't know. I'm not
a fan.
it's not that I'm not a fan. Like I'll listen to their music. A couple of their songs are good. Shit, Sounds of Silence. Fuck.
Oh yeah, that's a good
He
one.
did a good one.
Yeah.
He did a good fucking rendition of that. But I don't think they deserve to be booed. Because
No, me either.
they're pioneers.
Especially at the Black Sabbath farewell concert. Come on, man. You can't do that. That's kind of fucked up.
No, that's fucked up.
But you know who was there that I saw too that was causing like, who was really into it and causing like some havoc too?
Who?
Jason Momoa.
Oh, dude, I heard about that. That he was in the mosh pit.
Yeah, he was in the mosh pit going crazy there. He was just part of the people. He wasn't even like,
He wasn't an actor.
yeah, he wasn't just acting. He was just a metalhead there.
That is fucking dope.
That's dope, dude.
That's fucking dope.
Fucking Aquaman was at the goddamn Black Sabbath farewell concert.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
I
Can't believe it.
saw that. Like, I didn't see him doing his thing, but I read about it, and then, like, of course, pictures.
Yeah, I seen the pictures.
I saw the
Dude,
pictures.
He's going to town, dude.
Damn, dude, that's fucking dope, dude.
Dude.
I mean, all around, I heard it was a good show. I mean, of course, except for what happened to Disturbed, but like, dude, they got good music, dude.
Oh yeah, they got good music. I don't think they're bad.
No, they're not bad. I mean, it's not something that I listen to religiously and shit like that.
Not at all.
Of course, like, no, they got some good songs. They got a couple of good albums.
Yeah.
So they've worked for where they're at.
Yeah.
They've busted, especially the message behind each song that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Each song has like a very deep message, including like unaliving yourself, freaking child abuse, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and like, you know,
That's the song I play when I beat my kids. The child abuse.
the child abuse song. But yeah, no, like they didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve that shit, dude.
That's pretty fucked up, right?
It's pretty fucked up in itself. But I'm looking at the board right now, and I'm really, really interested at what you got because I see Alabama.
Oh, but that so Alabama. So I got a little. It's just something real quick. So this is a funny story I found. Oh shit, did I delete it? Well, anyways, up in Alabama, they're looking for a suspect, right? Guy robbed the store. Remember before I told you about Spider-Man? I think that was up in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Well, in Alabama, there was a guy who robbed a store dressed in a Scooby-Doo outfit.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking funny.
That is not real.
No, it's real. It was in Alabama. I closed the window, my bad, but it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, dude's dressed up in a whole fucking Scooby-Doo outfit.
Like with the head?
Yeah, with the head and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Went in and just robbed them.
Just robbed the place.
Like a liquor store or something?
Like a convenience store.
Like
a little corner store.
Is that gonna become a thing now? You're gonna wear what do they call onesies?
Yeah, onesies.
The little onesies with the zip up and just like give you all your money. Like, what the fuck?
I'm waiting for Sailor Moon to rob me.
Oh shit! Holy shit! You're probably not gonna get what you want to see though.
It's a guy all hairy and shit in a fucking skirt.
Give me your money. Oh God, take everything.
Do the dance. Do the dance.
Do this, yeah, just transform into Sailor Moon.
Sailor Mars. And
oh shit.
Sailor Mars. And what, Jupiter and Mercury?
They were like all fucking.
They were like all the planets, right?
Planets and shit like that.
Did you ever actually watch that show?
Not set down to watch fully, but like, I mean, I saw an episode here and there because it was their DBZ.
Was it? Because I remember watching it, but I don't remember the show at all except the dances.
Well, I watched it a long time. I was a little.
Yeah, I was a kid.
Yeah, it was after the DBZ. It was DBZ, and then Sailor Moon would pop up, where I would change it, and then like I would change it back because after Sailor Moon was Kaiser.
Kaiser.
That's
okay.
That's old school anime right there, Mike.
Okay, Kaiser.
Yeah.
What's that?
The robot. It was like one of those robots.
It's not Full Metal Alchemist.
No, that wasn't even.
That wasn't even around back then, right?
Around. I think Full Metal Alchemist came to be back in Oh fuck! Don't make me do my anime knowledge right now, my guy, because I think it was in 2008 when Full Metal Alchemist came out.
Yeah, I think it came out back in high school, early high school for sure, or mid high school.
Well, because there's two versions of it.
There's two versions.
Yeah, there's Full Metal Alchemist, and then there's Full Metal Alchemist
Prime.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, no, I was off by 4 years. It was released in Japan in 2003, and then in the USA at 2004.
What?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. Again, I think Brotherhood was like maybe like 3 years later.
Okay.
Yeah, but Brotherhood was the same thing. It was the same fucking show, just more filler.
Okay.
More in depth with what was going on. Like, I don't know how much you saw of the show, because I know
you saw a little.
I know you were a fan of it for a while.
Barely,
but
I couldn't remember anything.
Yeah, no, I remember having a T-shirt here and there.
What about Attack on Titan?
Fuck Attack on Titan, dude.
You don't like it?
It got too convoluted.
Really?
It got too.
There's such a huge fan base around it, and I've seen the first season, not all the way, but a good amount, like more than half.
It's entertaining.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right.
I couldn't get into that one.
I like the jump packs, so that's
dope.
But it sucks because they look cool doing it, and they just get trashed like nothing.
I don't know how far you got, but I don't know if you got far enough to see the sentient Titan.
No, I don't know what the fuck that now.
Well, it's funny because you mention it that the jump packs are cool, but when their top team at one point is taking on this Titan that's sentient, because remember, most of them are just stupid and they just want to eat.
Yeah, they just want to eat.
Yeah. So there's one that's actually sentient that has like actual like battle tactics and shit like that.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
When Eren becomes a Titan himself, she's fucking him up.
Oh, I thought you said she was fucking him.
No. Like they don't even have organs, dude. Come on. But she started like doing this fucking like style of fighting and on stuff. When the top team went to take her on, she was smart enough to cover the area where her weak.
Oh yeah, their weak spot was their neck, right?
Yeah, the back of their neck.
Back of their necks.
Yeah. So she was smart enough to do that. So they're all like, "What is this? Fuck it, we don't care. We need to take this bitch out." One of them, dude, I remember she used her jump pack, the little grappling hooks, to hang onto trees, and the Titan snatched them, and she just started spinning her like legit spinning the fuck out of her.
Shit.
Hardcore, just walking like normally, and then just tossing her like
fucking yo-yo and shit. Doing what is it called? The baby cradle and shit.
Oh yeah,
walking the dog. Just use to walk the dog.
She was doing around the world hardcore, and then she just chunked the chick. And then another one, like she literally stumped him against the tree. Like you see his body like fucking
splat.
Yes, bent backwards. The guy's just right there, like all splattered.
Oh shit.
And then of course, like Levi gets all like fucking like my team, and he starts doing his badass shit. Doesn't kill her, just wounds her.
Okay.
And then she gets away.
Okay.
And if you keep watching, you'll see like who she really is and everything like that. You start seeing Eren, the main character, his Titan form starts getting like pretty fucking badass. But the more the story progressed through the fucking the chapters, it just started getting like, really more filler. Really,
yeah.
We're gonna talk about this. When are we gonna get to see the battle, the scenes, the fucking the colossal Titan, fucking all that good stuff? It's, I don't know, man. It just got out of.
Is it still going?
I think it ended. The anime ended, but I think the manga's still going.
Ah, fuck the manga. Who cares a shit about that crap?
You start seeing characters that you hate the fuck out of.
Really?
Yeah. You start seeing characters like I didn't see every single episode. But you remember our friend Joey?
Yes.
Yeah, he was really into it, and shout out to Joey, by the way. Hope you're doing good up there, my guy. He lives over there out there in Castroville.
They're not flooding yet.
No, dude. I hope they don't, dude. Dude, we'll get into that in a little bit. We'll get into the side tangent, but hope you're doing good out there, buddy. He's the one that was telling me like, oh, this shit was happening, that shit was happening, this character sucks, that character sucks. It was just getting crazy. The show was getting crazy, but it didn't do enough to like suck me in. I'm a fan of anime and all that stuff, but it just didn't do enough to.
Oh, I know you're a fan of anime. I'm not.
Yeah. No, you like your entry level.
I like my entry level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Digimon.
Yeah, Digimon. Yeah, Digimon's. Yeah, no, that's entry level. Pokemon entry level. DBZ entry level.
Whoa, Digimon or I think I already said Digimon or Pokemon.
Yeah, you already did.
Oh, okay, forget it.
I said fuck both of them.
Fuck you.
No, shit. No, I would go for Pokemon because it's what I started off with. Because I mean, there was also Monster Rancher.
Monster Ranch. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, let's see here. There was Shaman King too. But anyways, yeah, no, Attack on Titan. I couldn't continue with it. Naruto. Watched. I actually did get to watch the majority of it.
Naruto. What about One Piece? That's another one I hear is a really good one.
I fucking dropped that anime like so quick, dude.
Yeah.
It was just there's like fucking over 2,000 episodes. I'm not going through that.
Damn, there's that much?
Yeah, dude.
God
It's
damn.
still not over yet. It's still going today.
Fuck.
It's still going today. Like, not even Dragon Ball Z has that many episodes,
Hell
dude.
no.
It has a shitload of movies and it has a shitload of episodes, but not as many as fucking One Piece. It's ridiculous. At least to me.
Would you say Dragon Ball is the top tier anime?
So, in my personal opinion, for me, Dragon Ball is like the best. I loved
Yeah.
it. It was my shit growing up. It was I literally saw the whole series. I saw Goku from when he was a child.
So Dragon Ball.
Well, no, I mean Dragon Ball in the series itself.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Super, all that. Even the fucking AF, all that fucking shit.
Yeah.
Heroes, all that. But it's because I guess I got so accustomed to it and I got so like into it in the aspects of like I literally saw Goku from a little child go all the way to being a legendary fucking beast.
God tier.
God tier. Like fucking the dude came back as a fucking god.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's the peak anime. Is it the best in everybody's eyes? No.
But yeah, of course I know that. It's not the best in everybody's eyes, but if you took anime as a whole, I think everybody would know Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's where the joke came in. Like, every new anime that came out, and they said like, "Oh yeah, this character is badass," but can he beat Goku?
yeah, but can he be Goku?
Yeah, that's the meme that came out, and everybody's just sick of it. But yeah, no, the moment that you mentioned Goku, everybody knows.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know if I told this story on the podcast. I believe I did, but just I guess saying it again. When I went dressed to San Japan as Goku one year,
Okay.
I walked into a McDonald's.
Fucking nerd. Yeah.
I like my Dragon Ball Z. I went in with the gi.
Okay.
The whole Goku gi and shit like that. And I walked into this McDonald's and people were looking at me like, they're like, damn, look at this. Like you hear the whispering, like pointing at me. There was other cosplayers there too.
So, Mom, what's that? Don't look at him. Don't look at him.
The other way around. A mom sees me with her little daughter. And she goes like, she sees me and she's passing by me and she goes like, and who's this? This super ninja man or something? And the little girl goes like, no, Mom, that's Goku. I was like, oh my God, there is hope for the new generation. There's actual hope. Because it threw me off. I wasn't expecting a little child to like know who I was. Yeah. But when the lady was like, this is Super Ninja Man, no, Mom, that's Goku.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, enjoy it. It's good, pretty good actually. I want to say, yeah, I guess Dragon Ball Z is out there. Like everybody knows, majority of people know what Dragon Ball Z is. Dragon Ball Z, and all that good stuff. Will it be the peak? I don't think so.
Well, here's a question: between the top three, and I mean top three meaning the Dragon Ball Z villains, Frieza, Cell, or Boo.
Who was my favorite?
Yeah.
I feel like Frieza's overplayed.
Now he is.
Like, well, he got overplayed because of his black form and his golden form.
He has a black form?
Mm-hmm. After his golden form, he has a black form.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hey, he's to the point where, like, Vegeta and Goku were doubting that they could be.
So then next he's going to be blue or pink.
No, he's done. He's done. The black was, I think, his ultimate form. Cell, they fucked him up with Cell Max.
Which was that one?
The superhero? Superhero, where Gohan goes beast.
And fucking Piccolo goes Super Saiyan?
Like a orange Namek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Cell Max. That orange huge cell that used that's Cell Max. But it was just the DNA of
it's just
Cell.
a DNA.
It's not really Cell.
Like Bio Broly.
Yeah, okay.
Sucked.
There you go. Bio Broly was, as much as I'm a Broly fan,
that movie sucked.
Yeah.
I saw it once, I was like, never again.
Yeah, no.
Never again.
As much as I'm a Broly fan, I wasn't too big a fan with Bio Broly. I feel like they could have done more with because I liked what they did with the second coming of Broly.
Okay.
where
Yeah.
it was Gohan and Goten
Mhm.
doing the Kamehameha wave against Broly, and then Goku comes down.
That's still my favorite, most family Kamehameha.
That the family Kamehameha. There you go. And it's I loved it because so I got a painting as a Father's Day gift from my baby mama.
Oh, shout out to baby mama.
Yeah, she did that like a couple of years back, where it's me and the boys on the flying Nimbus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, it's me, my son Broly, and my son Azrael on the flying Nimbus, and we all got the gi. Then, of course, when I saw the family Kamehameha, I'm like, dude, I just realized it's me and my two boys. So it's like Goku, Gohan, and Goten.
Yeah.
I'm like, we need to recreate this. That's why I want to go back to San Japan with them, because they have a picture studio where they can give you any background you want. And I went up to them one day. I'm like, hey, do y'all have this background? They're like, oh, we can easily make that, dude. Are you trying to recreate that picture? Yeah. Do you have your kids with you? No. They're all like, if you bring them along, we can recreate the picture with them.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm like, fuck, how much is it? Oh, $50. I'm like,
can I be y'all's Broly?
The bro. Oh, that would be
I gotta my shot.
Well, I don't think Broly never got to fight. Oh no, he did.
Yeah, he did. He kicked Gohan's ass. Just kicking his ass.
He was kicking Gohan's ass, but mostly because he was trying to protect Fidel.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to protect Fidel, and he was constantly getting in the way.
Lesson learned: don't protect your women. You get your ass beat.
And then, of course, Goten and Trunks tried to take on Broly, and I think this is before they learned of fusion.
Yeah, it was before.
So it would have been pretty sick to see Gotenks take on Broly. But I like what they did with that. They did it, and then with Goku coming down, doing the family Kamehameha wave, and you had Goku coaching.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, he's like,
concentrate on.
Yes.
Concentrate.
Goten, let go of your fear.
Yeah.
Do you want him to kill your whole world and your family? And then that's when you see the ball.
Yeah, just like,
yes. Absolute cinema.
Yeah. Don't. Fucking just gets his ass beat.
And then, bro, they had fucking good music. Fucking in that one, they had what's it called? Fred Durst?
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the name of this fucking band, dude. I'm gonna get crucified for it. Admonish me if you need to. His band, they were playing the music for the Dragon Ball Z movie for Broly.
Okay.
They were the soundtrack.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Drowning Pool.
Oh, Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And then they had a couple Static X songs too.
That's dope. Static X.
Limp Bizkit. And I think I could be wrong. I could be thinking of another movie. I think on the second coming of Broly, it was they had a Metallica song in it.
Yeah, they did.
They had a Metallica song. So, dude, they picked good fucking music for the dubs.
They knew how to fucking get their fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like one of my favorite movies is, and I know we're going on a Dragon Ball thing, but it's fine. It's all right.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite movies, well, is my favorite, is Cooler's Revenge.
Cooler's Revenge was dope.
Cooler's Revenge was fucking dope, dude.
Cooler's Revenge was dope.
And I have a story too.
Uh-huh.
So years back, I went to a comic store. It was called Alien Worlds. And I go there because, I collect comics and stuff.
Yeah.
This was back in the day. And I was, doing my thing, going through the boxes and stuff. And then I hear a guy talking to the owner of the store, and they were talking about Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
They were talking about the movies, not the show, the movies.
Yeah.
And they were saying about like, oh, which one's better and all that. And then I heard one guy, well, not the owner, the other guy, he was like, yeah, anybody who says Cooler's Revenge is the best is a fucking idiot.
What?
Yeah, and then I was out of nowhere, Cooler's Revenge, Cooler's Revenge, that's the best one.
It was a good movie. I liked it. They could have done more with Cooler. I didn't like that they made the whole Meta Cooler.
I was about to say, what about the Meta Cooler?
Because of the Serengeti Star and stuff like that. But for me, the first time Cooler shows up, I thought that was dope.
Yeah, me too. I thought that was fucking dope.
And then his transformation with the mask.
Yeah, with the mask.
That was fucking dope shit. of course, and he also talks shit about Frieza.
Oh yeah, he does. He hates him.
Yeah, he's like, that's why I love the abridged series, because they put like real context into it. If my little brother's gonna be a little whiny bitch about daddy this, daddy that, then he deserved the death that he got. And then you just hear Goku in the background. Oh, that is him. That is totally him.
That is him. That is him, dude. Frieza was a little whiny fucking dude, man.
He was a spoiled princess.
Hello, monkeys.
Yeah.
And we're talking about what he said.
Yeah.
That's not me just saying that.
Yeah.
Throw it out there. I saw a man give me that look like, what? What do you mean by that?
Huh? No, dude, like, the movies were good. They did good with the movies in Dragon Ball Z. That's why I always give Akira Toriyama his props, dude.
R.I.P., by the way.
R.I.P., dude. That was a sad day for sure, especially his last comic. And do you know who King Yema is?
Yes.
The one that's at heaven, the door between heaven.
Yeah.
His last comic strip was him popping up in front of King Yema, and you just see King Yema looking at him with a tear in his eye, like knowing, like, I know who you are.
Yeah.
It was so heart-wrenching for me, but it was good. It was like, good job, Mr. Toriyama. Good job. Thank you for making my childhood.
Yeah. It's sad to say it's it's life, you know. A lot of people have been dying lately. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude, a lot. Didn't we just have a recent death? The guy from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but he just passed.
I forgot which actor it was, but shit. Well, we have the phone.
Yeah, you have the phone. Get it. And also, I wanted to say, the other day as well, the guy who played Doctor Doom, he was famous from Nip Tuck.
Yes.
Yeah, he passed away too, and he was only 54. But he had cancer.
Michael Madsen.
There you go, Michael Madsen.
He was from Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill.
Yeah, and in The Hateful Eight. He was in The Hateful Eight.
He was in The Hateful Eight?
Yeah. He was like one of the Bat characters.
Oh, yes. You're correct. The one that was just sitting in the background.
Yeah.
Book.
Yeah, I'm reading his book. Yeah, he was like, I'm here to see my mom or some shit like that.
He died at 67, dude.
Damn, dude.
R.I.P., dude.
R.I.P.
dude. That's sad. But I mean, like, dude, he played good roles.
Yeah, he did. He was a good actor.
He did a really good job. R.I.P. for him and all that. But yeah, moving on.
But R.I.P., since we're talking about R.I.P., we should just give a little. It's been raining.
Yes.
It's been raining a lot.
Yeah.
And here in Texas, if you haven't heard, there's been crazy floodings.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we are in the Hill Valley, so there's some low points here.
Yeah. And from what I've been seeing, there's like 80 dead people confirmed so far as the floods continue. Man. And I know the other day there was a school, not a school, a camp for girls, like a Girl Scout camp or something like that.
Like a retreat for them.
Yeah, something like that. And they found 7 dead bodies, but 19 are still missing.
19 are still missing, dude. It's sad, dude. Like all this stuff. Our buddy Isaac right now, he's up there in Kerrville.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, like, yeah, shit looks bleak here, dude.
Yeah,
they're evacuating people and stuff like that, and like.
Well, weren't you telling me before you met up with me you had a flood warning or something in your neighborhood?
Yeah. So when I went to like the place I usually go buy the cigars from, I looked at the door because I was gonna buy a couple of cigars for us here, and it said shop closed due to flood warnings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Flood warnings? And why the fuck are y'all closing? And then I realized, oh, this is a low point.
Yeah.
Fuck. I need to get out of here because I was with my kids, dude.
Oh, shit.
I had my kids with me. I'm like, if it starts raining right now, we are fucked. I am out of here.
Kids, y'all remember how to swim, right?
Remember the time at the YMCA?
The YMCA.
Y'all are about to learn even more. How to swim against the current. Jesus Christ. No, well, see, it's funny. So a lot of you now know that I drive a Tacoma.
Mm-hmm.
And back in the day, I used to drive a Nissan Altima.
Nice.
Over there by Marbach, whenever I would have to go to work by Marbach, I would have to call off because my Nissan could not go through the low point of Marbach where it was all flooded.
Yeah, it gets flooded bad there.
Bad over there, dude. So, like, I remember, like, telling my boss, like, dude, you know what I'm calling about. He's like, yeah, go ahead and take the day off, dude. You want to make it up Saturday or something? Yeah, sure, I'll make it up Saturday or Sunday or whatever. I don't care. He's like, yeah, no, cool, man. But be careful out there.
Yeah.
He was cool about it. But once I got my Tacoma, I'll be driving around, seeing all these little cars like stalled out, and I'll be just driving in my Tacoma.
Sucks to be you, peasant.
Goodbye, peasants. No, like I'll be looking at people like, y'all need a lift or something. Y'all need me to pull y'all up. I always carry straps in my Tacoma.
Okay.
All the time. So like I'll sometimes like, y'all need help. Like, oh no, we got it, man. Thank you. Or sometimes I'll be like, do you have like a hook or something? Yeah, I got you. I'll toss them the strap with the hook them up, and just pull them out. Granted, my Tacoma is not 4x4.
Oh,
It's regular. It's an SR5, but it still has some fucking balls, dude. Surprisingly, for the engine, it's got some fucking balls. I'm surprised. Like, good job, Toyota. And I'll be pulling people out, just doing my good deed for the community, you know? Good deed for the community.
Thank you, or savior. That'll be $20.
That'll be
$20, ma'am.
that'll be $50. Nah, like as soon as I pull them out, and like I tell them, like, let me pull you somewhere to like dry out. Your engine is fucked, but
Yeah, that shit really sucks, dude.
it gets flooded by the water and shit like that.
Your fucking car is gone.
It's done. It's considered a total loss, no?
Yeah, that's a loss. That's a fucking major loss. Sucks if you're still making payments. How do you get away with that?
What? It depends if you bought the gap insurance.
Damn, what if you didn't?
If you didn't, you're fucked.
fucked.
You're paying that shit.
You're still paying?
You're still paying for a
Damn,
car
that
that you don't
sucks.
have anymore.
Damn,
Like, I mean, I know a couple of people that are going through that right now. They had an accident out of state, and their insurance doesn't cover the out of state.
Damn,
So-
dude, that's some fucking
Yeah,
maneuvering shit.
yeah. A lot of people say like, just stop paying. I'm like, yeah, and fuck up your credit.
Yeah.
You have a choice there, my guy. You fuck up your credit or continue paying a car you don't own. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, no, it is sad to hear like everything that's going on right now. Like I wasn't expecting.
I didn't know we could flood this bad.
Well, we back in '95 we had a horrible flood.
Did we? Yeah, I was 5 years old. I didn't fucking know shit.
Well, I mean, then neither did I, but I mean, like I'd still read the news.
So when I was a kid, I used to actually be scared of rain
Really?
because of flooding.
Uh-huh.
Because I think it was my mom and my grandmother put Noah's Ark on when I was a child.
Oh,
And ever since like the Great Flood and shit, dude, every time it would rain, I would be scared as a kid. Like I would cry.
yeah.
Like, dude, just be like, we're gonna drown.
Well, I get you, dude. Like, I mean, my son. I don't know if I've already mentioned this again. My son called me one night. He was at his little buddy's house. He was spending the night, and he calls me. Got him a cell phone, you know. He calls me and I was like, Dad. I'm like, hey, what's wrong, buddy? What's going on? It was like midnight.
Oh shit.
I'm like, what's wrong, buddy? He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm okay. What's wrong? What's the matter? I got the warning for a flood in your area, and I just want to know you're okay. I'm like, yeah, dude, chill, man, chill. Hey, buddy, look, let me explain it to you. I live in a high area, okay? It's a nice little high area where the flood's not gonna reach us, okay? So we're good, buddy. Okay, it's just that there's a tornado warning. I'm like, buddy, it's all right. Here in San Antonio, we're in the Hill Valley. Tornadoes usually just either tail whip us
Yeah.
and go over us, and that's it. Or we get slapped by one of the fins from a fucking hurricane.
Till God says, fuck you.
So God says, fuck you. I'm taking away these fucking hills. But no, like my son was like, scared. I'm like, hey, dude, we're good. What about mom? I don't know about that. Like, no, your mom's fine, dude. Your mom's fine, buddy. She lives in a high area too. She's okay. You're all right? You good? You're my tough guy. Remember, you're the legendary Super Saiyan. Yeah. I'm like, that's my boy. All right, go to fucking sleep. Click. But no, dude, I understand. Like as a kid, yeah, being afraid of a flood, seeing something like traumatic, like
Yeah, dude. My fucking my mom used to torment the shit out of me as a kid. There was one time, and this is just off subject, but there was one time I didn't want to go to school, so I left school and walked all the way home. And you know what my mom did? This is what my mom did. My mom told me, "You're lucky no one took you and kidnapped you, right?"
yeah.
And like she told me all that bullshit. So not only did she tell me that, she went and rented a movie back in Blockbuster era days about a movie where this biker gang like killed a kid walking home.
Why does that sound so familiar? I'm trying to remember now. This is gonna bother me. Thank you.
I don't remember the movie. All I remember are the scenes that fucking traumatized me as a kid. Fucking, she was like, "Here, watch this movie.
Okay.
This is why you don't do it."
Well, I mean, you gotta understand, dude. I mean, yeah, I can understand where your mom was coming from. Like being worried and stuff like that. Understand?
Only like 5 or 6.
Yeah. See, that's even worse, my guy. But back in the day, like you could do that without a problem. Things
Yeah.
weren't as bad. Well, they were always bad. but things were a lot more controlled.
Yeah.
Things were like neighborhoods would watch out for each other. You had neighbors that knew you. Like, hey, I'm pretty sure if like the neighbors would have been more involved, they would have told your mom, hey, your kid's walking home right now. Do you know about this? I'm pretty sure.
Or,
I don't know.
I mean, back in that day, our neighbors was an old lady, and I don't think no one else lived on the other house.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I remember in my neighborhood, like, I made the mistake one time because I was allowed to, like, hang out in the neighborhood and the street over. But one time, me and my friends, since, like, close by to us was an H-E-B, but you had to cross a big fucking 6-lane street. My mom wasn't cool with me walking to H-E-B, dude. She was like, that's like 2 streets over, yeah, but that's a big fucking street that you have to cross. And being a little kid, you know? So I remember one time my friends and I were like on our bikes, and then they go like, hey, let's go to H-E-B. They got the buy 4 sodas for $1 and shit like that. And we're like, oh shit, there's 4 of us. We each get a soda for $1.
Damn, 4 sodas for $1? Back in the day.
Back in the day, my guy.
Get like 8 fucking bags of those small chips for $1.
Yes, dude, that's what they were talking about. Like at H-E-B, you can get. Shout out to H-E-B, by the way. What they're doing is dope. But before I get into the side tangent, so we went. Me and my buddies went. We went on our bikes, and we took the precautions, like both ways, cross the intersection, good stuff. Went and bought the sodas, came back, and the chips. We bought a shitload of chips. We almost bought a whole box of them because we had like each $5. So we came back, and we're all munching out. I said like, hey, let's go to my driveway, and we can chill on the table in the yard, and blah 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 blah, and we could eat there. Yeah. So we're all excited, show up in the bikes, and then my mom looks out the window and she sees us with all the chips and shit, and she comes out and she calls me, hey, come here. When I walk up to her, I'm like, what's up? And she's like, where did y'all get that? We went to the store. You mean the corner store? Yeah. And she like looked at me and she's like, where the fuck did y'all go? I'm like, we went to the store.
Where'd you get that H-E-B bag from?
Yeah. That's what gave it away, dude. The H-E-B bag. She saw it on the floor. She's like, so you're telling me you went to the corner store and you got an H-E-B bag from the corner store? And I'm like,
it's called marketing, Mom.
I got caught, and I remember I had just heard, like, I got an earful, and I got an ass whooping, dude. That back then in the time when your parents would slap you in syllables.
Yes.
You remember that shit?
My grandparents.
Don't you F.
Yeah.
That again. Your mother.
A-P-I-O-U.
Bro, those were. I shit you not, bro. I feel like we got it the worst, dude. Just that in syllables, just getting fucking spanked like that. But I remember that day like pretty fondly. It's stuck in the back of my head.
That reminds me of my story. So I had a story where I was a kid, and this was just me being a fat ass. I was a kid.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I used to eat religiously fruit roll-ups and shit, like Gushers and shit like that.
Yeah, the fucking after-school snacks.
Yeah, after-school snacks. And you're only supposed to have one, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Well, my genius thinking was, if I eat these all, my grandma will buy more. So, dude, I ate them all, right? And then my grandma came home from work. Back in the day, when she used to work, but now she's lovely and retired. But anyways, besides that, I went up to her. She pulled right into the driveway, and I went up to her like a happy kid, like yeah, this is gonna be great, guys. So like I went up to her, I was like, Grandma. I was like, I ate all the free roll-ups. She's like, what? Like right. She looked at me like fast when I said it. She's like, what? And I was like, yeah, I ate all the fruit roll-ups so we could buy more. Dude, fucking slap out of nowhere on the face. It's like, bah! You know how much those? Yeah, exactly. She's like, I gotta buy more. Dude, like fucking went from a plan, like top tier plan, to like, oh shit, mission failed, guys. Pull out.
Fuck. You hear the fucking Kodak knowing. Oh fuck,
Dude, that shit.
solid game over.
Like, damn, dude, fucking right there on the floor, like in the old Resident Evils. I'm just on the floor. The camera zooms out. You are dead.
You die. Oh, the fucking Dark Souls. You die.
You died.
Fuck, dude. Like, oh
You
my,
fucking slapped the fuck out of me.
dude. I ate all the fruit rolls. The fuck you saying?
What the fuck you say? What's that, boy? What's that, boy?
Well, I remember like I got my ass whooped. Like my friends had no idea this had happened, dude. They were outside just enjoying the chips and sodas. Like,
You're getting your ass beat.
you're paying for their sins, dude. I was like, now I know what Jesus Christ felt, dude.
Paying for your friend's sins.
Shit. Like I was the one crucified and shit.
Damn, dude.
I go back out there like I cried a bit, but you know, as you get older, you get used to the
Yeah, you
punishment.
get used to the punishment.
So like it hurt, but not as bad. Well, I just remember going back out there. They're looking at me like, "Hey man, what happened?" I'm like, "I got my ass whooped," and oh, here's a soda. They even said, "Are you okay though?" Yeah, no.
Oh, crying with your red eyes coming out. Yeah, I'm great. Yeah.
Just doing that fucking breathing.
Yeah, it's like the snot, clearing the snot out of your fucking nose and shit. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Fucking shit.
I'm great.
It didn't even hurt though. But like as soon as I sat down, I just went back to munching on the Cheetos. Back then, it was the hot Cheetos, the Flamin' Hots.
I was never a fucking
Really,
that
dude?
enjoyed that shit.
Are you even from fucking San Antonio? What the fuck?
Dude, I know, right? Dude, I was a Lucas kid though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dude, I was a hardcore Lucas kid.
Lucas.
Back when that shit had like pounds of battery acid in it and shit, dude. Dude, I used to eat that shit religiously. And then there was a point where I started making mixtures where I was getting Kool-Aid and sugar and mixing it in one of those big ass bottles.
Yeah.
Just eating it like candy, dude. Getting
Like
under
the pixie sticks.
yeah,
You
like the
place-
pixie
yep.
stick, yeah.
Yep. I used that
Jesus
shit.
Christ. And now when I look at that type of shit, which they still make them, but they don't produce them as much anymore.
They don't taste the same.
Yeah, they don't.
They
It's
don't
because they got rid of all that fucked up shit in it,
They
dude.
got rid of the fucking battery acid and the lead.
Yeah, the lead.
But yeah, no, dude. I remember those days fucking fondly back in that time, dude, because fucking 4 sodas for $1.
Oh, yeah.
Then 4 little bags of chips for another $1.
Yeah.
Dude,
We had it made.
we had it fucking made.
Take me back to 1998.
90 fuck.
To go back to the 90s, dude, can you imagine?
But that shit was like fucking, that's nostalgia right there.
That's nostalgia up the ass.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I mean, dude. Back in that day, like, it was all just like it was more controlled. Communities were more involved with each other and stuff like that, you know? Like, hell, I remember we saw a kid getting his ass whooped. I think it was a buddy of ours. He was getting his ass whooped by the kids from another street.
Oh, that's how it was when you were a kid, the rival street.
So, yeah, there was the rival streets, dude. And of course, they had their own little bike.
Yeah, the bike gangs and shit.
We would always be racing. And on one day, I remember I saw my friend at the corner of the street getting his ass whooped by 4 of them. And like, we had a family friend like 4 houses down from my house. And he walked out. I was in front of his house and he walked out. He's like, "Hey, man, what's going on, Manny?" I'm like, that. He sees it and like, "Oh, hey, get off of him." Like, he didn't know who he was. I told him, like, my friend's getting beaten up over there. Oh, shit. He literally, like, picked up a belt and he started, like, whipping it, like, hey, get out of here. Like, he was scaring the kid.
Shit.
Those other 4 kids, like, got up, like, oh, shit, and they took off. They took off. And my buddy was, like, getting up. He was crying because he just got his ass whooped. But I walked up and I'm like, "Hey, man, are you all right?" And he had, like, a couple of, like, you know, he was banged up pretty bad. I'm like, "What the hell happened?" He's like, "I just drove by their street and they came at me and they started chasing me." I'm like, "Damn, dude. Don't worry, we'll get him back, dude.
Yeah,
we'll get him back."
That's how it was.
That's how it was, dude. But the fact that that family friend came out, which was an adult,
Yeah.
he came out and he went like to go protect them. And I told him, like, he lives here at this house. Like, come on, let's take him to his mom.
See, you got lucky though, because you had there's 2 situations in that. There's either A, the one you got where it was the cool family adult,
Yeah.
or B, the big brother. And you were really gonna get your ass fucking
Yeah.
stomped, dude.
Yep. That's
Yeah, I
the
remember
thing.
fucking dude. There was a kid back in the old day. Remember, we were talking about kid status.
Yeah.
There was a kid down the street that I hated, and like we used to argue and shit all the time. And me and him got into it, and I kicked his ass. And then I didn't know he had a big brother, dude. His brother came in his bike and shit, kicked my ass, dude.
Shit, dude. No, that's how it was. Like, My brother, like, me and him used to have our bumping head moments.
Yeah.
But if anybody else talked shit to me, my brother would always
It
joke.
was that brotherly love.
Like, yeah, well, like, I didn't see it as that back in the day. For me, like, I hated my brother. I fucking hate your guts, you know?
Yeah.
Always picking on me just because I'm the little brother and shit. But when it really mattered, like, he'd step up. He'd, like, literally, like, don't be fucking talking to my brother like that. Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm like, damn, dude. Okay, dude.
Dude, I felt bad for the guys who had older sisters because, damn, everybody was like, oh, shit, hey, your sister. Yeah, what's up with your sister?
Who was it? Who the fuck was it? Because I remember they were getting in trouble with their girlfriend. And their girlfriend was talking shit to them. This was in middle school.
Okay.
Their girlfriend was talking shit to them, like, bad. You're a piece of shit and all that stuff. Like, she was a bitch to him, dude. And we would even tell him, like, why are you with her, dude? Well, his older sister was 2 grades above us.
Okay.
So we were in 6th grade and she was in 8th. So she happened to be walking by the 6th grade hallway that day and she saw what was happening. Bro, the fucking cat fight we saw that
shit.
That was intense. We literally just saw, like, legit 2 chicks just like fucking go at it.
He's like, take off her shirt,
punch her in the balls. Man, she doesn't have.
She said her tits are bigger than yours. Show her who's bigger.
Punch her in the chest balls. No, that shit got crazy.
Like, hey, she said you have a dick. Show her who really had you. She doesn't have one. Take her pants off.
Oh, dude, I remember fucking school fights were something else.
School fights were the best.
And we were talking about that. Isaac and I were talking about that. How I'm like, dude, I just realized at Stevens where we were at, I never got into any fights. We always kept to ourselves. There was nothing really to fight.
Oh no! So to anyone that knows what Manuel's trying to say in a better term, but I'll be the one to say we were fucking losers. We were fucking nerds.
I was talking to Isaac about it, and he goes like, well, no, dude. Like, I mean, I guess were you in Bitchwood? I'm like, well, no, dude. It's just, I was just used to my previous school where there was a fight every day, every fucking day. Even I was in some fucking fights here and there. I was like fighting to survive my school years and shit like that. And he's all like, oh, well, where were you at? The West Side. He's like, that's why.
Yeah.
You're in the West Side, my guy. Deep in the West Side. You got to fight to survive.
Yeah, you got to fight to survive.
I don't know how it is nowadays, but back in the day, yeah.
No,
you had to set your status. If not,
yeah, just say your status, yeah.
What
was it called? 15 seconds or 10 seconds?
10 seconds.
10 seconds, yeah, dude. I used to do a lot of that back in middle school, dude. I was always doing 10-second rounds. 10 seconds? You want to go 10 seconds?
10 seconds? Okay, sure.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I mean, when you think about it, real life fights really don't last any longer than 5.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. What I was going to say when we were talking about the chick fights, I used to, and this wasn't a fight. What I was trying to say was how it sucks for the kids who had, like, the older sisters and they were hot.
Oh.
So, like, I had a friend, his name was Ernest or whatever. This is back in middle school. Dude, he had a sister, older sister. God damn, dude, like, hot, fucking hoe, too.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that term till later. But anyways, like, I'd be hanging out with him, but, like, his sister would be hanging around, too. And she knew I was into her, so she'd be like, why are you nervous around me, Noe? Like, why are you so nervous? She's like, why are you getting shy around me, Noe? And, dude, like, I didn't know it, but that bitch was giving me blue balls up the ass when I was a kid. And I didn't even know this shit. She knew it. She was being a tease big time. So why are you being nervous around me, Noe?
I don't know why my pants are getting tighter. Damn, that's fucking...
And you know what was crazy too? Like, this is how sinister she was. She had a boyfriend, and one day he was hanging out with us, and she just was staring at my soul. Like, she was looking at me like, yeah, he eats this pussy, boy. Like, you know, fucking wimp.
Teasing you.
Like, just, like, straight up looking me eye to eye. Like, taking my soul, knowing she's hurting me. She's like, D, I love you. And she's just like, nah, dude, not
Flick
you.
the tip at least.
Damn, dude, that shit remind. Oh, man, I haven't thought about that shit in years,
dude. Well, dude, like I said, back in the day was something else, dude. It was something fucking else. But yeah.
But thinking about back in the day, do you remember Chuck E. Cheese?
Absolutely, I do.
Who doesn't? Right?
It's your Five Nights at Freddy's.
So Chuck E. Cheese, they just started doing this, and they're bringing, I don't know where in Texas yet, but they have like 4 other spots. So you know the arcade and all that Chuck E. Cheese was known for?
Yeah.
Well, now they're not bringing it back because Chuck E. Cheese is still around, but Chuck E. Cheese
Chuck E. Cheese is still around?
Where? There's one on Marbach, not Marbach, Ingram still.
I was about to say Marbach. Marbach only has fucking Peter Piper.
No. There's Ingram, and there's still a few more.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
Chuck E. Cheese. Well, anyways,
Continue. Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
the people that run Chuck E. Cheese, they're making a separate arcade for just adults.
Okay.
So it's gonna be just for adults, no kids.
Like a Dave and Buster's?
Think of it's pretty much a Dave & Buster's, but they're bringing back a lot of the old school cabinets, and that's what I'm like, oh shit.
Are we gonna see Marvel versus Capcom?
Dude, we're gonna get Marvel vs. Capcom, the old school, the Lost World, Jurassic Park with the guns.
Shit.
Time Crisis.
Oh, Time Crisis 1, hopefully.
Fuck one.
I like
It's two. One was good. I won't knock it, but when two came out, that was it. That was it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, wait. Which one implemented the whole switching out gun types?
Three.
Yeah, then
Three was when you could switch out the guns.
Yeah, two machine gun.
Yeah, machine gun, grenade launcher, shotgun, and Uzi.
Uzi, yeah. There you go. Okay, no, I'll give you two then. Yeah, but I mean, for me, one.
Really, one.
I like the old school shit. I like going back to like the origins of it.
Like House of the Dead, the first one.
The first House of.
It's still good.
It's still.
It still holds up.
I know you spent more than like at least $1 on.
Oh, dude, you spent like $8 to $10
on the first boss,
yeah,
please, dude, because just that one little hit point.
Yeah, the heart.
Yeah, so. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's Any info on when?
No, all I heard so far is that they have one in like Louisiana, one in Michigan, and there's one coming to Texas, but they didn't say where yet.
Oh, fuck.
So I've been looking into it because a fucking retro arcade to bring back that old retro arcade style with the old school because that's why I don't like arcades anymore. Like you won't see me at Dave & Buster's and shit because it's like these new machines where it's like, I don't know, like it's not that arcade feel. It's more like flashy.
Yeah.
It's more flashy. Like they brought back Pac-Man, but it's like a huge screen.
Yeah, and it's
players. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
No, I get what you're saying. So like, you don't like the new age shit.
It's horrible.
All the fucking flashing lights and stuff. Like
no. It's more shiny to me.
Yeah, because I mean, see, that's why I like Diversions.
Well, Diversions is still good.
Yeah.
They still have a lot of old school shit.
Yeah, they don't have. Do they still have a prize wall?
A what?
A prize wall?
No,
they don't, right?
No.
Yeah. So like, oh shit. I like Diversions, but I feel like that's more of like a couples thing.
Yeah.
So I will take a date there. But
no, we could go together. That's fine. We'll hold hands.
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
We could fool people.
Well, I guess.
I mean, hey, we're gay. We're just looking to see what it's like to be with a woman for once.
Having company for once. Just don't look me in the eyes.
Just don't look me in the eyes.
Just look me in the eyes.
No, look the other way. Look the other way.
The other way. This is God. But seeing that from a Chuck E. Cheese,
it's not going to be called Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be something else.
It's called Cheese Chuckies.
Cheesy Chuckies.
Cheesy Chuckies.
But okay, so I want to assume there was more info on the aspects of like, will there be food?
Yeah, there's going to be food and alcohol. And, adults.
Yeah.
Kind of adults are going to go to an old school retro arcade and not want to get fucking plastered.
That is a good... Dude, I would totally have a birthday there.
I would too.
I would totally have a birthday there.
I would.
Aren't you a little too old? Aren't you a little too old to be here? Fuck you.
Well, that's why it's based for adults.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm all for it. Like, I think that's really cool. I'm all for that type of shit because if they really are going to bring back old school arcade cabinets, that's something because not only are old school, and we're not talking about, what the fuck is that 1-Up arcade shit they make now where it's the miniature cabinets? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the little tiny...
No. It's the old school shit.
My kids had one of those.
I had one.
The Ninja Turtle ones.
Yeah.
I wanted to get one. I wanted to get the NBA Jam.
Jam?
The NBA Jam, and it came with...
Blitz?
Was it Blitz?
Yeah, the old school one did. It came with Blitz.
The new ones, the little what do they call it?
The 1-Up arcades.
Yeah, the 1-Up arcades.
Yeah,
I think it came with that little playing game, that 1948 or the 1984 or 1945 or something.
Well, they have a lot of old games in there. They have Joust, Miss Pac-Man. Joust was the shit, dude. Dude, Joust was the shit, dude.
Funny thing is, like, I think they tried to do that, the whole adult arcade, for example, with Slackers.
Yeah, but it's
to me, Slacker, like, okay, so we go down to the strip here in San Antonio. there's like what, 2 Slackers,
Yeah.
2 on that strip, and then 1 over there on Fredericksburg. Both those areas, you go to them and it doesn't feel like an arcade feel. It doesn't feel.
It's a bar.
It's
a bar with video
games. And they don't even have like a cool fucking game like I saw that one of them had Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
But the cheap one with like the minimum amount characters.
Yeah.
Not the new challenge version, you know? They had a Pac-Man, but then they also had the fucking skee ball machines and stuff.
Skee ball.
So like that's cool and all, but I mean a lot of those games you're just like, no, I would like to go into a place where like I get my drink, sort of like think of like Vegas, and you go into a casino, walking around, you see the slots, you see the card tables, and you can pick whatever the fuck you want to play, dude, and with your drink. That's what I was expecting of like Slackers. At the beginning, they had something going on, but I think the wrong type of people started going in there. If you catch my meaning.
What, Nazis?
No. Well, that came out of nowhere. More like people that aren't gamers.
Oh.
People that aren't gamers, and they started like from what I got from one of the owners, one of the bartenders and stuff like that. He said like people were just coming in here and complaining about the loud games, the loud. I'm like, didn't you ever have like a Killer Instinct in here?
Oh fuck!
And the guy said like, yeah, we did, but people were complaining about like every time somebody would play, they would complain about like, oh, it's too loud, and I'm like, bro, you're in a bar.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like, if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Especially an arcade, fucking foundation, it's gonna be loud. You're going to hear every video game going off.
Yes, exactly. The fucking ringing of a bell.
Yeah, the ringing of a bell.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, to me, that would be pretty fucking dope and very profitable for the fucking establishment itself. Because, I mean, I don't know if a lot of you know out there, gamers make up a lot of the population.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The world of gaming has expanded so much. Is it going in the good direction with the new developers? No.
Probably not.
But with what it was back in the day to like what it is now, dude, it's expanded like majorly. You got fucking EA Sports, you got EA tournaments. It's in the game, and you got people getting paid to play video games, dude. I feel like if the bar scene focused itself, and hopefully this Chuck E. Cheese like branch focuses on what the consumer of video games wants to see, I believe it would be very fucking successful.
Yeah, if they base it more on an arcade, not a bar.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it's good to have the bar there, and for people that just go sit down and drink, cool. But don't fucking go into an arcade bar expecting to be quiet in there.
No way.
To me, it was stupid. I even told the owner, like, are you serious? Like, I mean, do they understand that this is a bar? Do they understand that this is a video game bar and shit like that? I even told him, like, why don't you try, like, something like having, like, at least 4 PCs that people can rent out? And he's like, no.
There used to be a place here that used to do that. They had, like, 12 PCs and you could rent out, and the other half was arcade. It was called Rocky J's or Rockies.
No, I think you're talking about...
No.
Rocky J's is the pool hall.
Yeah, no. Or Rockies? I forgot. It used to be on Culebra. They're not there no more. They shut down. But I used to go there all the time back in my middle and high school years. It was half of it was a pool hall, and the other half was an arcade.
That's Rocky J's, but they didn't have computers. I don't remember computers.
They did back in the day.
They did?
Yeah, they had like 2 rows and like 6 on each. And then the other half of that arcade room was fucking Area 51, the old school Route 44, whatever, that racing one.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know that Rocky J's at that point had a fucking
back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, they're not around anymore.
Yeah, they're not around anymore. But I'm talking about years ago.
Shit. And I remember when they used to allow people to smoke in there.
Yeah, they used to allow people to smoke in there.
Yeah, but when I asked that guy at the bar, like, hey, why don't you put up PCs? Like, no. Are you kidding me? High-end PCs with fucking drunk people around with drinks in their hands?
Oh.
Hell to the fucking no. That'd be a fucking, like, this place would tank. I'm like, yeah, true. But I mean, you got to give your name is Slackers because you're trying to make this a arcade bar, man. Focus on the people that want to be in an arcade bar.
Well, that's the problem. They call it as an arcade bar. It should be arcade. That's it. And then, we serve alcohol too. That's all you need to say. You don't need to say it's a bar.
Well, I mean, you got to be truthful with people. You got to mention, like, I mean, a bar and grill.
Well, for them, yeah. But I'm talking about, let's take the Chuck E. Cheese thing. It's literally advertised to be a retro arcade. There's just going to be alcohol there as well. You know what I mean? It's not a bar with arcade games. It's
think about the bar in Vegas, Player One.
yeah.
They have like a bunch of arcades there also, and even the bartenders cosplay.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, that's something that I wanted to do back in the day when I was doing my business.
Let's go to Vegas.
Let's
go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas.
So there's a place there. Speaking of Vegas, I've already gone 2 times to Vegas, and I plan on going again. And it's not because the casinos, which don't get me wrong, I am a huge fan of poker.
The kitty
ranch? What?
Huh?
The kitty house?
The kitty ranch?
How'd you know? Besides that. Besides the kitty house and besides the poker rooms, because I could play poker for hours, but they have it's called the Pinball Museum. And I wish I had a picture to show you. It's been there for years. Anyone who's been to Vegas, you know what I'm talking about. It's called the Pinball Museum. Right? It's a big warehouse, okay?
Yeah.
And in it, there's literally like 5 rows, but remember, it's a warehouse. Like, I can't give you exactly how big, but it's big. And rows of just pinball machines. Okay. And on the far left, they have old school arcade cabinets. Like, they had fucking beer tap. I don't know if you remember that game back in the day, but it's an old game where all you did was serve beer. Like, you had 4 lanes and people would slowly come in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They had the actual cabinet for that.
Really?
That's old school. And they had the old school paperboy cabinet. Where it was like the tricycle handle.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. Like, no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go to Vegas, dude.
We should.
We should go one day. Because I'm telling you, I would love to take you there.
Dude, that sounds...
my girlfriend, and she had fun, but I was like, this means nothing, man. I need to bring someone I like.
Someone that's cool.
Someone that's cool.
That disgusts me, but is cool.
But it's tolerable. Not like her, who I'm just like, God damn, get away from me.
I sleep with you. No, dude, I'm down. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, what? To go to Vegas, at least have like $5K in your pocket?
If you want to spend money, but no, I only spend like, okay, for a plane ticket, depending on what season.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, the season I went, I only spent $100-something round trip.
Round trip, $100.
And I only spent maybe...
How far ahead did you plan that? Like, how far ahead did
like a month.
Really? And it was only $100?
Yeah, it was only... It depends on seasons.
Right.
Like, if you go during a fight or something, yeah, you're going to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I'll take you to the old strip and all that. And you don't need $5K unless you plan on gambling.
Well, I usually, so it's like how I told you before, like, for example, when we would go to Japan, $2K, you can stay there for a whole week, eat convenience store food, and you could have an Airbnb and you'd be fine. You come back with souvenirs and shit, like tech and stuff like that.
Well, I don't think you're coming back with no fucking tech. You'll probably come back with stories you don't want to talk about.
Well, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas,
yes.
my guy. But the reason I say $5K is like, you're gonna pay for a hotel room, you're gonna pay for food, you're gonna pay for drinks, and like, let's be honest, nothing's cheap over there.
Well, if you get an Airbnb, yeah, you're not gonna spend a lot of money. And you could actually not spend a lot of money.
Ubers and shit, like, you know, because I ain't taking my fucking truck over there. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, we could fly there. I'm telling you, it's cheaper than what you think.
Yeah.
Like what I fucked up on is the last time I went, I got a room at the MGM. One of the biggest fucking casinos there.
Yeah.
And I fucked up. You know how much that room was for, like, I think 3 days?
For 3 days, I'm going to say you want me to take a guess? At the MGM, I'm going to say you paid like at least $700. $800.
$800.
$800. Yeah.
That's why I'm fucking off.
Hey, dude.
No, but that's because I fucked up. I didn't need to get a hotel there.
Oh.
We could have just got an Airbnb. I would have spent $100 tops for those 3 days.
Sounds about right. Usually Airbnbs are like maybe like...
Because you got to remember, I was in a hotel for a casino, one of the biggest casinos on the strip. Where the lights are popping.
Yeah.
Where the lights are popping.
Left.
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah. But I had a good time. I took my girlfriend there. She never been. We had a good time, but I want to go again.
Yeah.
So if you want to go, we should plan something because it's really fun. Vegas, besides the whole, like, fucking gambling, which don't get me wrong, that's cool, but there's a lot of other shit to do.
Yeah, like I've always known that in Vegas, it's not like how they portrayed it in the movies that it's just lights everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
even my buddy Isaac, he used to live over there. Remember?
Yeah.
He's the one that's like, no, dude, there's like the residential side.
Yeah.
You have the strip, but there's the rest.
Well, the strip's nonstop.
Yeah.
Strip's 24/7.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've had other people that I know. My old trainer Ryan, shout out to Ryan. He said that when he went with his wife, he's like, yeah, no, we were at the strip, and yeah, you had buskers out there just hustling and shit like that. People, you were getting, we were getting weed offered every fucking corner and stuff like that. But that was in the strip. But out there in the residential area,
it's calm.
yeah, it's calm.
cool.
It's just a regular city, dude. Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll most likely go one of these days. I'm down. I'm fucking down like that, dude. Because I mean, in all honesty, dude, one of my biggest goals is I want to own a hole in the wall bar.
Really?
Yeah, that is one of my biggest.
What are you gonna call it?
Well, that's just it.
It's called the Bison Lounge.
The Bison, yeah, that's called the Bison Lounge. I mean, dude, if we get this shit hitting, like popping off right, hell yeah, I'll fucking open up a bar and like name it the Bison Lounge.
Yeah.
But what I wanted though was a sort of like retro style arcade bar, basically what Player One was doing, but I don't like stepping on toes. Is there going to be competition? Yes.
There's always competition.
There's always competition for whatever you're doing. Exactly, dude. Would I want my bartenders to fucking cosplay? Yes, but I also want them to know who the fuck they're cosplaying as. I want them to walk in there if they're fucking cosplaying a fucking Chun-Li. I want them to know where Chun-Li is fucking from. Not saying like, oh,
but they gotta pull it off too. I don't want to see no fat chick in no goddamn Chun-Li outfit. They're like, hey, where's your hips?
Where's your hips? Where's them legs?
Where's them fucking those nutcracker thighs?
Crush my head.
Yeah, sit on my face and don't get up.
Don't get up. No matter how much I struggle, do not get up. There's
no safe word here.
Alabama. And but I wanted to do something like that. Open up a store, anime inspired, retro game inspired. Like bring all my nerdy things together and turn it into a bar, so I can like have just people coming in. And when I say a hole in the wall, it's nothing too extravagant, but people coming in, sitting down, talking. Be able to like mingle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, there's your fucking arcade if you want to go relive some old school games. But
I like that idea.
It's something that I want to work my way towards, dude. Fuck it, I'll even start a GoFundMe. But yeah, no, dude. It takes a lot of work, takes a lot of money. That's why, like, I'm cool with what the Player One is doing, and then of course what Slackers tried to do at the beginning, but they kind of fell off.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Player One is falling off, but from what I hear, it's still.
Yeah, what I hear, they're still doing strong.
They're still going on strong. So
I went once and it was all right. It's more Japanese-based games.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh? Because when you mentioned the whole pinball thing, going back to San Japan, they had a whole wall of pinball games. They had a Demolition Man pinball. They had the Demolition Man pinball. They had the Beatles. They had an Austin Powers pinball.
Nice.
They had the Sonic the Hedgehog. They had a Mario-based one. They were all Japanese-inspired arcades. They had on the little arcade side with the stick shift and all that stuff. They had Punch Out. They had
nice.
Yeah, dude. They had like old school fucking. They had the old school Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
They had they did have Time Crisis too.
Nice.
They had Time Crisis too. They had a House of the Dead.
Nice.
They had a Silent Hill shooter.
Oh, wow. There is a Silent Hill shooter, too. I never played it, but I heard about it.
Unfortunately, by the time that me and my kids wanted to play it, it was broken.
Fuck, of course.
Yeah, like give it to our kids to break like that. But I love the game alley for San Japan because it's just arcades. They have like Dance Dance Revolution and stuff like that. They have like of course we're not gonna get into the Dance Dance Revolution, but
sorry to cut you off, but you know who is a big fan of Dance Dance Revolution? I've seen her go at it.
Who?
My girlfriend.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, tell her.
She's coming with us.
No. I'm not bringing her. I want to enjoy myself.
What, at San Japan?
Yeah. I'll just drop her. I'll be like, here.
Hey, go. Yeah, go. Here. Here's $100. Go out there and meet somebody.
Go find some lover or something. Get away.
But no, dude, like, I mean, the community there is fun, and then of course they had laser tag too.
Nice.
They had laser tag. It was a room not so dim.
Oh, like, that kind of sucks.
But like, I mean, I like the cover that they had. Like, have you ever seen a paintball field? A paintball?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like that. and the place that you had to go capture, it was like a little box, and you had to stand next to it, and your thing would read it, and the longer you stayed next to the box, the more points you would get. So like, but you were shooting people away, and if you got shot, you had to go back to the revive station.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, my kids had a blast, dude. My kids loved it. They want to go back again. I don't know if they're gonna be with me this year during San Japan, but
They don't need to be.
yeah, they don't need to be. It's only us adults. But no, I would really like to go again, dude. Also, what else did they have? They had like so many fucking events. It's just a good all around experience. That's why, like, when you mentioned the pinball game, I'm like, dude, you're gonna like it.
Did they have an event where you touch each cosplayer chick and they're like, who has the best set of tits?
There is a cosplay competition. Yes, I don't know about the touching.
Oh, damn.
There is a rave at night.
Oh, the orgy.
You can call it that. No, dude, like, it got crazy one year. There was a dude with spray paint on his face.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you remember the Mad Max when they would spray paint?
Yeah. Oh, the fucking the chrome.
Yeah,
The chrome.
Okay, there was. You see, there was dudes doing that.
Oh,
There was dudes doing that, and they would get wild.
Yeah, I believe it, dude.
They would.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, no shit. Well, the chrome is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, chrome is a hell of a drug.
But it got wild. It's a good all around trip to the San Japan, dude. It's good. It's fun. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy yourself.
Well, we're gonna have to go. You already got me hyped for it, so I'm not gonna go all 3 days, but I'll go for one day, maybe Saturday.
If you want to like have a good experience, you have to go Saturday and at least part of Sunday, because if you want to go home with merch.
I don't give a shit about no goddamn merch.
You don't want the statues for like Doom Guy and all that stuff?
If it looks cool, I already got one of Doom Guy.
You don't have what they have.
Okay, well, I'll check it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at least for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
It's worth it, dude. It's totally fucking worth it. Sundays, it's make a deal Sundays, dude. You're gonna go up to these guys and they're gonna be like, all right,
yeah, because they want to sell.
They want to sell. They want to make their merch. You're gonna find T-shirts with fucking like Doom. You're gonna find Doom. You're gonna find the sigil, the Doom guy sigil.
I'm gonna go in a suit.
Huh?
I'm gonna go in a suit.
You can go in the suit if you want.
I'm going in a suit.
You sure? You want to wear your Doom Guy helmet? You can go in your Doom.
I don't got a Doom Guy helmet.
I thought you did.
No. I got no fucking Doom Guy helmet. Think about another Noe then.
I only know one fucking.
Exactly. What the fuck?
Your name is something I've never heard before, so trust me. I know I only have one friend that know you. So, I think one year I wanted to go in the Master Chief helmet, but when I got there and
Master Chief.
Yeah.
Ugh. Manual.
I saw like a whole squad of people in the Master Chief, but different colors. I'm like, yeah, thank God I didn't go in that.
What a bunch of fucking losers.
No, what a bunch of losers throwing the helmet to the side. What bunch of losers. But no, dude, I recommend it. Like, I got you hyped. Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
let's fucking go. And then we'll go to Vegas. We'll go to Vegas.
Hell yeah, we should go to Vegas.
Fuck yeah.
We will go to Vegas.
We'll go to Vegas. Fuck yeah, dude. I'll start saving up. Fucking it.
So, going on, since we've been going on for a while, I'm not ending it yet, but we got to get into one of our favorite segments of this show.
Absolutely.
Versus. Now, this one I have been thinking about this whole week, and I kind of already picked who it's going to be, but it was a hard one. Okay? So you're ready for our versus. You ready?
All right,
you ready? Versus. Ready? Afro Samurai
oh, you bitch.
versus Samurai Jack. It's hard, right?
Yeah.
Afro Samurai versus Samurai Jack.
Afro Samurai.
You're gonna go with Afro Samurai?
Afro Samurai.
Dude, I thought about it for a while, and don't get me wrong, I love Afro Samurai, but I gotta go with Samurai Jack. I gotta go with Samurai Jack.
I feel like Samurai Jack is too benevolent. He's too benevolent, dude.
Not in the last season. You ever seen that last season that came out a few years ago? The Adult Swim version?
Where he's with Aku's daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see the whole thing, yeah. But
it's pretty good.
Yeah?
Pretty fucking good.
I mean, I heard that it gets kind of dark.
It gets dark. That's why Adult Swim picked it up.
No shit, okay.
Cartoon Network couldn't run that shit. They wouldn't get away with any of that crap.
I believe it. Shit. But I mean, what basically I was saying was the reason I like Samurai After Samurai is because, I mean, not only because Samuel Jackson was in the whole show and shit.
Of course.
You gotta understand, this dude was on a vengeance trip.
Yeah, he was a revenge character.
Sort of like Samurai.
Well, Samurai Jack too.
But he was taking out badasses.
Yeah,
he had to
he
go for that
was.
#1 headband. He was going for that #1 headband.
The #1 head.
So he had to kill some fucking bad.
Oh, he killed a bunch of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's such fucking stylish, gory ways, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude. It was a good show. I loved it. Samurai Jack was good. It's a part of the childhood. I just hate that they stopped for a while and then they came back.
Yeah.
But I mean, what show doesn't do that? What show doesn't do that? It's fucking Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. That sort of shit.
So, do you think Afro Samurai would beat Samurai Jack in a fight?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's like, you gotta understand, he's like unhinged. Afro Samurai is unhinged. He's got the discipline of like the samurai warrior, but at the same time, he's like, nah, I'm gonna get mine no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I need to do, whether it be fucking tossing you across the fucking ledge, stabbing you with my sword fucking 50 million times. As for Samurai Jack, I feel like he's way too benevolent on that stuff.
But it's because he doesn't need to be crazy like Afro Samurai. He's too badass. He's too calm. Like, he's never, like, threatened unless it's really a coup.
And he loses his shit every single time he sees Aku.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Well, you gotta remember, too, his sword would beat Afro. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. His sword was made by, like, gods and shit. Afro's is just his dad's sword.
Samurai Jack's sword was made. I thought it was just his ancestors.
It was his ancestors, but the origin, which I've seen plenty of times, believe me, it was forged by gods.
And then you also gotta remember how many times did he fucking lose a sword?
That's true too, but still.
I mean, come on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. How many times did he lose that fucking sword? It could be unbreakable, but I'm pretty sure with Afro Samurai's fucking unhinged shit, he'll knock it out of his hands. If not, chop off his fucking hands.
Yeah, that's true too. Afro would go some hardcore shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know. Like I said, when it comes to them battling out, I don't think it'd be that easy.
It's gonna be a battle.
It's gonna be a long battle.
A battle of samurai is a good one, shit like that. But I mean, I don't know. Just I've always been the fan of the unhinged. Like on Samurai Champloo Mugen, he was fucking unhinged and he had all those like little breakdancing moves and shit like that. But when he fought, he was fucking like
beast.
Yeah, he was beast mode. Yeah. As for his the other guy with the glasses, I forgot his name already. He was the calm one.
Yeah, he was a calm one.
But you know, and they never ever settled their fight.
Yeah,
they never ever settled. That's one of the things.
It's like a Goku and Vegeta thing.
Yeah, it's a Goku and Vegeta. But see, here's the thing.
Oh shit.
Vegeta came to terms that he knew that Goku was always going to be stronger than him.
Not unless you count the last movie.
Which one?
Superhero? Where he actually beat him by like barely.
Barely because he got distracted.
He still beat him.
Yeah. It'll win. It's still a win. Again, this is win's a win. That's why I like the abridged version where him and Tien are having that fucking.
Yeah.
He's like, how many planets have you exploded? None. How many Gokus have you beaten? And Vegeta just looks at him all hardcore, and then he's like, can we get to the fight? Yes. But it's the truth. Like, Tien did beat Goku when he was a kid.
When he was a kid.
But Tien does hold that over Vegeta.
Yeah, he technically does. Yeah, a win's a win.
A win's a win.
A win's a win.
That's why when he looked at him all pissed off, he's like, yeah, exactly, like, bitch. Fuck you.
Fuck you, mother.
I love that little rivalry that they have and
Abridged?
in the Abridged series. It's hilarious. Carolyn even looks at Tien. He's like, why do you antagonize him like that? You know he can kill you, right? He's like, yeah, but if he does that, I win. And he knows that. It's a good show. I recommend it to anybody watching the Dragon Ball Z Abridged by Team 4-Star. Good stuff.
YouTube?
It's on YouTube, yeah.
It's on YouTube.
I got to meet them, dude.
Really?
At San Japan. I had brunch with them.
Oh, nice.
It's dope. That's one of the things that you get with the Gold Pass. You get to have brunch with any of the people that are invited.
So, in other words, you're a fucking nerd.
Yeah, pretty much. But, dude, I was kind of pissed because at that time was when my baby mama was pregnant with my firstborn. And we got to sit down with Kaiser Neko, which is the voice of Korin, Trunks, and a couple of others. And when we sat down with him, we started talking and stuff. And he was all like, me and my baby mama were talking. And I'm like, hey, well, do you want to go get the breakfast? We'll come back and stuff like that. And she's all like, well, do they have anything to drink? Oh, they have coffee. And she's like, I can't drink coffee. I'm like, oh shit. And he goes like, why can't she have coffee? I'm like, oh, because she's pregnant. And he's like, like he got excited. He's like, oh my God, how far are you along? He started asking questions and stuff. And we started having a good conversation. Once the brunch was over, I really wanted to take a picture with them, but because they're like, they're the guys at the panels and they have to be on. Well, on one moment, I went to the restroom. We walked out of the brunch little area. I walked into the restroom. She was waiting for me outside. When I'm walking out, Kaiser Neko was talking to my baby mama, like talking about like, oh my God, how far along are you? And I'm over here like, I've been trying to get a one-on-one with this guy to talk to him about the show.
You went right to your lady?
And I'm like, and this bitch gets it for the fucking moment. And like, he's like, oh, well, congratulations. I was like, and she asked him, like, I was hoping that me and my boyfriend could like get a picture with you. And yeah, absolutely. Come by the table and we'll take a picture. I'm like,
the fuck?
What? And then he walks away and I'm walking up to her. I'm like, really? You gonna play me like that? And then I look at the escalator and he's like waving. I'm like, bye, you bitch.
He's like, oh, you playing? You playing now?
But nah, those dudes are awesome. They're all fucking badass. They're cool to talk to. Got a picture with all of them and shit like that. I don't know if they're gonna be there this year. I hope they really are. But yeah.
As long as there's big titted cosplay girls, I'll be
that. There's never a shortage of that.
Okay, good. I'll be happy.
I have so many pictures to show you that I'm pretty sure
I'm gonna make my own memories.
Yes, you are, bro. It's at the Riverwalk.
Yeah,
it's at the Riverwalk. So trust me.
Be like, are you a fan? NyQuil, by the way.
Ever heard of chloroform? But no. Actually, I feel like we should move to our like dark segment.
Well, before we get to the dark segment, because I know you got some dark shit, I got some funny shit to lead on to the dark shit.
Okay.
So funny thing, I read somewhat into it, but this is just a funny fuck you.
Oh, okay.
So this is one of those fuck you. So guy rented Airbnb, right? Rented a house, Airbnb. Him and another person, which was a lovely lady, which we know what happens in these situations.
Absolutely.
Went to Pound Town. Balls deep. He put his cup on it and he rode it.
God damn.
Ride it, right?
God.
But this is where it gets a little bit funny. The guy who rented the Airbnb, he left a bad review. Right? On the Airbnb.
Right.
You've done Airbnb.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you leave reviews when you leave.
Yeah, absolutely.
So guy left a bad review, right? So this is how much that person who ran the Airbnb got upset. The dude, it was a guy. He ended up finding the guy's Facebook and all that, doing research on him, found out he was married and that the girl he had with him wasn't his wife. So he went and told the wife and sent pictures because he had the outside cameras and shit.
Yes.
Dude, he fucking snitched him out.
Damn, that's the best for a fucking revenge.
Yeah, dude. So, give me a bad review. Give me a bad review. Oh, you know what? I'm going to fuck your marriage up, buddy.
Oh,
damn.
I'm going to give that guy his fucking props.
Yeah, for sure. That's a
bison.
That's a bison for sure.
That's a bison right there.
That's a fucking bison.
He was kind of like a snitch, but, I mean, it was all for good reason.
It was a fuck you, too.
Yeah, it was a fuck you, like a final fuck you, Though, I mean, I'm pretty sure that, like, the bad reviews stick, right? Like, all the reviews
they stick regardless.
Yeah, so he's done the damage, but at the same time, dude, that's fucking hilarious. Just imagine, you think you're fucking home free, like, I got to bang this bitch on the side, coming back home to my wife, only to, like, for her to be like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Funny story.
Let me tell you something.
She's a friend. She works with me. It's all good. Yeah, she let me hit her pussy, but that was it, I swear.
Yeah, I fucked her. I made love to you.
Hey, I love you, okay? I love you. She's nothing to me, baby. She's nothing.
She's nothing. She's nothing. Friend. She's
just a friend.
That's her. That's me just falling on top of her.
Yeah. She fell on my dick.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Push her off?
Yeah, right? I gotta go with the motions.
Yeah.
What do you want? All right. That was my fucking segment. What do you got for us, man?
I got two stories there. In fact,
okay.
I don't know how much I can release on it, but I'm gonna tell you the story that was given to me. One of them is code. Damn. Oh,
it's called Damn.
No, like, no, like what happened was, damn, this fucking thing. I need a new phone already. Okay, so the first one is called the Curry Incident.
The curry.
The curry,
Okay.
like
food.
the food curry.
Which is horrible, by the way. I don't know why anyone likes that shit.
It depends what you're eating.
I don't like it at all.
Really?
Yeah, my girlfriend's actually a big fan of that crap.
I like
She's
it.
never made it again since she's been with me.
Threw the plate at the wall.
It's trash.
I said over easy. Anyways, back on track. Come on, back on track. This is called the Wakayama City Curry Incident. On July 25th, 1998, the annual summer festival was held in the Sonobe district of Wakayama City in the Wakayama prefecture. It was supposed to be a peaceful local event hosted by the residents. So, like, think of like a little HOA meeting.
HOA, I like it already.
Yeah, exactly. I had one of those not too long ago. But anyways, it was hosted by the local residents association in a newly developed residential area where neighbors would gather and enjoyed homemade curry and oden. That year, the head of the residents association was a housewife. We'll just call her Miss H.
Okay.
She has said that she would not be able to participate in the cooking work that would take place in the morning of the festival, but said that she would be on guard duty in the afternoon. On the day of the festival, Miss H, who had been at the hospital since 6:30 a.m., showed up at the garage next to the venue just before noon. The housewives in the neighborhood had already finished cooking, and some of them were dissatisfied with her, creating an awkward atmosphere at the scene. It was time for shift of guards. Wait, hold on. Oh, somebody sent this to me, by the way. So there's maybe some spelling errors.
Okay.
It was time for shift change of the guards, and Miss H was said to be alone, watching over the curry pot. The incident occurred around 6 p.m. when the festival began. 67 of the participants who had eaten the provided curry collapsed one after the other with stomach pains and were taken to the hospital. With the random cry after the food was eaten, stopped the curry. The service was stopped. At first, the police and the health center suspected mass food poisoning, but when the remaining curry and other ingredients reacted to a certain substance, it was determined that it was most likely a crime. However, a subsequent re-examination revealed that this reaction was a false positive due to the substance contained in the onions. Then, about a week after the incident, a different ingredient was detected in the remaining curry and in a victim. The ingredients that had been mixed into the pot was found to be an extremely high concentration of some sort of possible poison.
Shit.
The investigation developed rapidly, and Miss H, who had kept the ingredients at her home, was questioned, as her husband worked in the termite extermination business. It was thought that she may have had access to it. With few witness testimonies or physical evidence, the police continued their investigation, concluding that the motive was trouble with the neighbors. However, it is said that there are still many questions that remain about this incident, to which this day remains unsolved.
So it's still unsolved.
It's still unsolved from 1998 all the way till now. They don't know who fucked with the curry, but they found high concentration of a certain poison ingredient from an extermination of termites.
Damn, dude.
So
bad neighbors is a big thing.
Yeah.
Some people kill their neighbors. You know that, right?
I've heard about that.
There's been a lot of crazy fucking stories about that shit. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, for real, dude. I mean, that's why I always feel like when you move into a neighborhood, well, when you're looking for a neighborhood to move into and you're looking at a house, also look at the surroundings. Look at the neighbors. Look at what you have. Yeah, dude, because I mean, like, there's times that I had a buddy that moved into this neighborhood that had, like, everything looked great. The front was absolutely beautiful in all these houses until he went to check out the backyard of the house.
It was all fucked.
Well, his backyard that would have been his was fine. He had a deck and everything that was high, where he had view into his neighbor's fucking backyard. One of his neighbors had a scrapyard in his backyard.
Oh, shit.
A scrapyard of just cars.
Yeah, just cars.
Parts. All over the place,
Rusted
dude.
all over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. And apparently that causes your value in a home to go down.
Yeah.
And if your value goes down, your neighbor's value for some reason. I don't know how that fucking works. But yeah, no. You got to check out who your neighbors are, dude, because if you're not if you don't have a good relationship with your neighbors, you're not gonna live a good life in that home, dude. That's at least my
That's
personal.
why I don't talk to my neighbors. That way we don't have anything to talk about.
And you
just keep it neutral.
Yeah, keep it neutral.
Professional.
How you doing, neighbor? How you doing? Pretty good. Fuck you.
All right then.
All righty then. Have a good day.
Yeah, have a good one, buddy.
So that's my number one story. And then, as you can see it, I have it on the board. It's called A Little Off the Top for the Homies.
Okay. Oh, God.
On August 11th, 2023.
That's my birthday.
It is, actually. Yeah, I remember that. On 2023, though.
Dude.
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
In Jalisco, Mexico, 5 young men were lured in by what they thought was a job offer.
Okay.
They were all students ages 19 to 22 and just looking to make some extra pocket cash. But the job was unfortunately a fake posting and a trap set by some cartel members who managed to abduct the guys and tied them up with duct tape and proceeded to torture the guys, which they filmed. One of the friends, trembling and bloodied, was forced to decapitate the others on camera. You can hear the guy crying and hesitate, but with the cartel members standing over him, he had no choice. Days later, authorities found 4 decapitated, burned bodies near an abandoned building, and a 5th was discovered inside the trunk of a burned car. To this day, no one knows which one of the guys was forced to do it. One begged for the mercy, and the others were crying and screaming in fear. Whoever was chosen was made to do the unthinkable act of offing his friends, which were friends who were by each other's side since childhood. They grew up together, they played together, ate together, and also, unfortunately, were taken from this world together.
Fuck. That's hardcore shit.
That's some hardcore shit, dude.
Just a couple young lads trying to get work. Probably had some baby moms at home. They were trying to support the kids.
They were probably maybe barely fresh out of high school, dude. They were just trying to make extra pocket cash. Found an ad on no, we don't.
Craigslist.
We don't have Craigslist anymore, I don't think.
No?
I think no. Oh, we do. We do have Craigslist. But yeah, no, they probably found it there on Craigslist and, all right, let's get some extra pocket cash and boom.
That's the way to go.
That's some crazy.
It's one thing to get tortured, but it's one thing to have one of your friends torture you.
Dude.
Like if we were in that scenario, right? Just take us in that scenario. They gave me the chainsaw and they're like, decapitate manual. Be like, come on, guys, look at him. He's dead already.
Is there anything left?
And they're gonna be like, you know what? He's right. He's right. You're free to go.
You're free to go. Oh,
y'all's life suck.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even feel like taking a whack at killing you guys. Get out of here.
Get out of here. You're free to go. You know what? Here's $3,000 in cash.
Yeah.
Go buy some hose or something.
Keep your mouth shut and get out of here.
Get out of here. You sassy children.
Dude, that's got to be the worst fucking way to go, and not, in my opinion, dude. But I mean, if I was in that situation, fuck, dude. That's.
There's only one way I go down in that situation.
Yeah, it'd be.
I just go like I'm okay with it. I'll be like, I'm into it. I'm doing it, dude. I'm into it. I love it. Do my ass first. Do my ass first. Just do it. You're like, he's taking all the fun out of it.
Yeah, he's taking all. I don't even want to do it anymore. What the fuck? I mean, they're gonna kill you anyways. I might as well fucking go out with a bang. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
The bang.
Yeah, go out with the bang. Fuck you, motherfuckers. You're gonna kill me anyway, so you can go suck a dick.
Yeah.
And probably get chopped in half or something. But
well, which one do you think's the worst? Getting burned alive or drowning?
That's a good question because, I have a fear of drowning, dude.
Me too.
I have a fear of drowning. But getting burned alive is not any better.
Fuck no.
So, shit. I feel like burning would be more painful than drowning.
Oh, definitely.
It'd be more painful.
I think you'd probably be slower. But then again, I don't know. Fucking drowning would be slow too.
Yeah, it would be slow.
God damn it. God damn it. Well, Aquaman, what's for you? He's in the ball. He's chasing the ball. Pin down.
I don't know, man. That's crazy, dude. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to pick any of them. If I had to choose a way to go, probably, I don't know, burn alive.
Really?
Right, yeah, I guess so.
Just get a Molotov, throw it at you.
Fuck you. Just burn up.
Man, I probably have to go fucking drown to death. Be like, just fucking concrete my hands and my feet. Throw me in the river.
Shit, the old school mafia style.
The old school mafia style.
Shit, Scarface.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. Fuck that shit. I don't know, but that sucks. That sucks for those kids, man. They were just looking for some cash, and they were willing to work.
That's the way to go.
They were willing to work for it, dude. So it's sad. It's sad.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, indeed.
It makes me sad. It makes me so sad because it's already come to that time where I have to close the lounge.
I mean,
you got more for us?
Don't you?
Oh yeah. So I got one thing. Sorry, I didn't want to read too much into this because this is pretty. It's dark, but not dark like that. Dark in I'm disgusted.
Well, I mean, I think this is not the end yet. This is just the last call.
Last call.
We're
not off
last
the air
two drinks. The last two drinks.
We're not off the air yet.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Spotify hasn't kicked us out.
Yeah, you guys suck.
So, a Florida nurse, right? I'm not gonna say her name.
A Florida nurse.
Yes, a Florida nurse. A nurse.
Uh-huh.
You know, someone who helps revive people. I guess
so, yeah.
That's not my field, but you know,
yeah,
maybe changes some old people's diapers.
Yeah,
but
the maple kind.
She's currently facing criminal charges after she allegedly raped her 15-year-old son.
Huh?
The dad walked in.
What?
She was raping her own son.
Get the fuck out of here!
It's fucking crazy.
Poor kid. What the shit?
Yeah, father walked in and caught her in the act.
But like you said, were they like in the hospital or were they just at home?
No. That's just what she does.
Okay. I was about to say
the dad came home and she was raping her own son.
God damn! What the
How do you go about that?
I don't know.
How do you go about that? Timmy, come here. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
Shit. Fuck no. I mean, I'm pretty sure he had to have like no idea what it was. I mean, there had to be some way like the kid was like not knowing like what we're doing is wrong, or I don't know, man. I mean, well, he was 15 years old.
He's 15.
So no, then he had to know, man. Fuck, dude, that's horrible.
That's the way to go.
That's what I mean.
Raped by your. Well, he didn't die.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that's a way to go. He died.
Raped by your own mother. That's a way to go. That guy's probably gonna be addicted to my best friend's mom porn or something like that.
God damn it.
Kid's gonna be traumatized for life.
No, I bet, dude. He's not gonna have trust in him. If he couldn't even trust his own parents, fuck, dude.
So here's another one.
Uh-huh.
Now this is kind of fucked up, but also, you know, when you're in a couple, some relationship with a woman, you tend to go out, get drunk with the guys, right? Well, this guy came home getting drunk. His wife beat him to death with a rolling pin because he came home drunk.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of thing from a sitcom or something like that.
Yeah, but it's true. It actually happened.
Oh, shit. Like I'm saying in a sitcom, like how dare you, like sort of like a Married with Children.
Yeah,
like
pretty much
beating him with a rolling pin. When it's funny, but in this situation, that's not fucking.
No, she beat him to death. He's dead.
Holy fuck, dude! What a way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude, that's not a story for the kids, I guess.
And here's one more for you. Okay. To you fathers out there. Don't be stupid. Dad beat 9-year-old son to death because he fell asleep on the couch.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Just because he fell asleep on the couch?
Yeah, and there was a brother who witnessed it. He ran out screaming to the neighbors. That's how they caught the dad.
Dude, what the shit?
Yeah.
Did he give like a statement? Like why?
It just happened.
But
that's what he said. Because he fell asleep on the couch.
What the fuck, dude? Like, that's stupid. That's. I wouldn't even say right there, like, you fathers better be careful. No, that's just fucking like.
What I mean is be careful being your children. Because they'll turn their backs on you.
What the you dick. I mean, dude, like, okay. There's, in my personal opinion, there's a thing about as discipline. Am I a spanker? Yes.
If I had a child, I'd fucking beat the shit out of my kids.
I mean, that's something else. I mean, there's a difference between spanking and beating.
No going back. No going back.
No, there's a difference between spanking and beating your kids. Like, I'll pop them in the butt or something like that. Like, hey, settle down. That's it. But I've never done it to the point where, like, you're beating the shit out of them to where, like, they're in fear and shit. Like, no, they're, like,
scared for their lives.
Scared for their life. Like, I mean, like how we said earlier, we got our asses beat with syllables and shit like that. I mean, I don't think I would never, ever do that to my kids and stuff like that. I mean, look how I turned out. I'm deranged.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say, look, there's nothing to brag about there.
But no, dude, that's crazy. Just for sleeping on the fucking couch. That is insane, my guy. There's just some people out there that don't deserve to be parents. Fuck,
Oh, no,
dude.
definitely not. I don't deserve to be one because I'm telling you, I'd be on the fucking news report.
Local man goes to jail for teaching his kids about Digimon. He just kept on showing us the show. We told him to stop.
We told him to stop. He just kept playing it.
They told him he was the fan.
He only gave me one choice, Agumon or Garurumon. I chose Garurumon, and he beat me.
I liked Gatomon. Fuck, dude. That's fucking crazy. What a fucking way to go, dude. That's, again, there's some people out there that don't deserve to be fucking.
Here's something for you. You ever get paddled in school?
No, I'm not that old. We're not that old, dude.
Dude, I got paddled in middle school.
Wait, were you in middle school? Were you in like in some sort of
gang?
like religious thing? Like religious?
Hell no.
No?
Shit, if I was in a religious school, there'd be no more religion.
No. Only one, the Bison religion.
Only the Bison religion.
Well, fuck. How? Why? How?
I can't remember why.
I don't say illegal.
I know I got in trouble. It was middle school. I know it was middle school for sure.
Look.
Yeah.
Is
he hitting you?
The wild turkey. Yeah. We went for Johnny Walker and the wild turkey. Fuck.
Yeah, it slaps. Ooh, slaps. So to everyone who's listening, we had Johnny Walker, which we finished. Granted, it wasn't full, so don't be like, what the fuck?
These drunks. No.
Yeah, so we moved from Johnny Walker to Turkey. Is it 101?
It's the 101, yeah. It's the 101.
It's 101, and yeah, it's a slap to the face.
Yeah, it's a
slap to the fucking face.
It puts some chest hair on you.
But what I was saying was, I forgot why I got in trouble, but it was funny because I was not sentenced like a prison, but I was qualified. I was chosen to be paddled for my bad acts as a child. So before they do that, they have to call the parents. So they called my mom, and I already said some things about my mom, so everyone's probably not going to be surprised by what she said. They had her on speakerphone, and they were like, hey, miss, blah, 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 like, your son got in trouble for this, and like I said, I can't remember what I did, but I remember that fucking ass whooping. But, so it was the principal. He called and he was like, are we okay to paddle your son? And without a fucking thought, she was like, yeah, do it.
What the
Spank him. He's like, paddle his ass. They had her on speaker. I'm telling you, my mom was hardcore, dude.
And like the moment you heard that, you're like, oh.
And I was literally hoping the whole time she'll say no. She'll say no.
It's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal. Why are they going to paddle me? I'm a kid. No, she was like, no. She was like, no, paddle him. Paddle him. Hit him.
Teach him.
So he hung up the phone. Dude went to his closet, but brought out like a fucking, maybe under
2 footer.
Yeah, like 2-3 footer. And it had hose like throughout it to get that good wind leverage. Dude, and like he didn't even bend me over. This is what he did. He got me by the back of my fucking pants, put me up to the desk as if he was gonna rape my ass, and he fucking bow 3 times, bow. And dude, I walked out because I was the first kid out of like 2 of them or 3 kids. Like I said, I can't remember what the fuck I did, but it was bad enough to get paddled. Yeah. And like I walked out with tears in my eyes. They're like, how was it? I was like, it was all right. It was all right.
I think I liked it.
But dude, it was so crazy because that's one of my moments with my mom. She was just like, yeah, hit him, go ahead. She didn't even think. As soon as he said, like, are we okay to paddle him? Fucking straight up, just do it. I ain't scared. Do it. Hit him.
Holy
beat him.
Shit, dude.
Mom was demonic, dude.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I mean, I guess, like I said, like, I'm a spanker, but not that fucking crazy, dude. Like, I mean, I'll pop like it, like, get out of here. And,
yeah,
to let them know you fucked up. But like that's if they like wreck some shit. So it's rare.
Yeah,
it's rare. But for a paddle and then at a school?
Yeah, at school. It was at school, dude. Oh. And they sent me back to class and shit. My ass all hurt.
Like you couldn't even sit down.
And that's the crazy part. He didn't take my pants off or anything. He had my pants on.
And
fucking the shit hurts.
It still hurt.
I still remember that fucking day, dude. That's one of those moments where it was like, God damn, I got paddled in fucking middle school, man.
What's funny though is like I made a paddle when we were in high school over here in Stevens, and I made a paddle. I made it like it was in the carpentry. It wasn't a carpentry shop. It was another class.
Steel and iron.
No, like it was a wood. But when I made it, the teacher he walks up because it wasn't a machine.
Okay.
And like I typed in the little parameters and stuff like that of how I wanted it, drew it on the computer. Don't think I'm a fucking whiz at that shit, but I mean it was part of the class, so I learned about it. And as it's being made, the teacher walks up and he goes, "What are you making?" It's a rower for a boat. Keep it that way.
Yes,
keep it that way. I'm like, okay. As soon as it came out of the machine, I looked at it and I started sanding it down. And I'm like, you know what? This thing needs some holes for some swing. And he heard me. He's like, shut up. It's supposed to be a rower. How are you going to roll with holes? Make them at home. He's like, well, at home. He's like, make them at home. Sure enough, I went home and I
get your drill bits and shit. Here you go.
No, my dad had everything, all that shit. I did that old school fucking the drill and all that. I even put a little drill at the bottom so I can have the little rope so it can hang from your wrist. So like if I swing it and I lost grip of it, it's not going anywhere. I forgot what happened to it. I don't know where it went. I know I made it and I fucking like even signed my name on it and shit like that. I even stained it and all that stuff. Made it.
God damn, you polished it.
I put varnish on it.
With that fine finish.
Yes, dude. I sent it the fuck out of it. I made it into a dope ass paddle. I just don't remember what the fuck happened to it, but that shit, fuck, dude. Like the teacher, he was kind of nervous. He's like, if he's walking around school with that thing, I can get in trouble. So he told me, leave it in the class. Come get it after class. So, yeah. That's why I'm surprised. Like, usually schools are very finicky about that shit.
Well, by the time I got to high school, that's when they did the whole, like, movement to, like, ban that shit.
I think it was sooner than that, dude.
Well, like I said, it was middle school, and I got my ass whooped.
Fuck, dude. Like, I wonder what school you went to. Fuck.
So the South Side.
That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Putting us Mexicans the fucking punishment.
Yeah.
He's a white guy, too. You enjoyed it, I bet.
It made you learn, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, big time, dude. I fucking learned a lesson that day.
I bet, dude. But, I mean, since I guess we're on our way out,
yeah,
I actually like to give out a shout out to a couple of people. Well, it's one person in particular, since he told me he gave us a good amount of feedback. He likes the show. He said he's been listening. He's like, hey man, you guys are doing a good job. Andreas, dude, if you're listening, shout out to you, dude. Appreciate the love. I also got a couple of more feedback from other people. She said that she's been passing out our stickers around certain areas, and like she's had people come up to her saying like, hey, if you know those guys, let them know. Badass podcast, we love them. Mm-hmm. So anybody listening out there, we appreciate it so much. Keep giving us feedback. Let us know what segments you like, what segments you don't like. And of course, you can't forget, please follow us.
Yes, please follow us.
All social media.
Just help us out.
Yeah, help us out.
Follow ain't enough. If you could turn your computer on to fucking jerk off to porn, then you could turn your computer on to fucking
click little follow.
Click.
Yeah, click a little follow button, of course. Because we've noticed in the analytics, we have a couple of a few listeners, yes. But it doesn't match up with the amount of followers that we got, man.
Yeah, because I just saw right now, so hold on, sorry to, before we got, we got 500 streams and downloads.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good for us starting.
We only got 19 followers, so people are listening to us and downloading, but they're just not following.
How dare they?
How dare they?
Out there. No, but in all honesty, guys, like, give us a follow. Like, I mean, it's that little button right there. Just give us that follow. Give us some good feedback. Feel free to comment. Let us know what you guys think. Of course, we're always there for feedback and like waiting to see what we can improve on.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully throughout the days, if like we start getting some good stuff going on and we can improve the studio, the quality of the sound, dude, that'd be awesome.
So I just wanted to say one thing before I close the lounge. Next weekend, because me and Manuel, we record on the weekends, but next weekend I'm gonna be gone, so we're still trying to see what we could do. If we could do, there might not be an episode, or there might be, and Manuel will be by himself or with someone else. Mm-hmm. But I won't be here next weekend for sure. I'm going to be gone.
Yeah.
So just a heads up to people, and thanks for everyone following, and I know a lot of people, I was getting a lot of messages like, where were y'all last week?
Fuck, where y'all last week?
We're trying to work it out and see what we could do.
Yeah.
Because I won't be here for sure, but if Manuel could make it with someone else, I'll be great.
Yeah, I'll do, I don't know, Manuel's Power Hour. I don't know.
Manuel's Power
or a cooking show.
A cooking show.
Nah, we'll see. We'll see what we get going, dude. Because, I mean, we don't want to disappoint the listeners. We want to keep it going consistently.
And thank you for listening.
Absolutely.
We're surprised we even got listeners with this shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're just two guys talking out of our asses.
Big time.
And
big time.
Yeah, ranting.
Bunch of leaders talking about video games, movies, comics.
Yeah. I mean,
Your grandfather will be so displeased.
Yeah, this is not your grandpa's podcast. That could be another podcast. Not your grandpa's podcast.
It was our idea.
It was our idea. So copyright it. But all right, the usual thing, though. You know what to do.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us again in the lounge. But now it is time to say goodbye in this episode. And Manuel, you want to lead the bison and bisonettes out?
Absolutely.
Famous phrase.
Absolutely. Y'all know what I always say, and y'all better be following it to the T. And that is drink water and fuck.
You heard him, ladies and gentlemen. Drink water and fuck. Spoken like a true gentleman. And Manuel, I'd like to thank you for, I think this is 24 episodes now. 24. I want to say thank you for your patience with me because I can't stand your ass.
Yeah. No, you disgust me.
You disgust.
But I'm still making the effort to come over.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, again for listening to an episode of The Bison Lounge, the podcast about everything and nothing, all at the same time, as you just heard. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Deuces.